What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Wednesday, Beer Therapy Day, as is every Wednesday at this time at this channel. Some people just, I don't know, it slips their mind that they just forget that, they got a show, and then they end up canceling as like 10 minutes before the show starts.
Yeah.
So, what am I going to do? I'm already set up in the green room. Who do I get on to help me, host the show? But got McMahon here. He's been a beer therapy watcher for a very long time. So I was like, who can I grab really quickly? And he pulled through. Joe just decided to just not show up today. The last 10 minutes, he was like, can't do it. Phew. So I'm like, well, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. So, I was like, all right, let's just roll. I'll roll with Mick, and that's it. I know I never said it. I said I'll never do a beer therapy without Joe. But this last minute shit, I can't deal with the last minute stuff. My wife does it to me enough. Now it's coming into the beard life, and I was like, I'm taking a stand and put my foot down. So we're here. What's up? How's everybody doing? Let's start from the beginning. We got Rob, Ron, Deliberately Bearded, Vato. What's up, Vato? How you doing? Billy Rogers, Bearded Wolf, Waltimus. How you doing? Bushy Beard, Chops, Tyson. How you doing? Josh Ricks, Metal Guy, Steven. What's up, me, Steven? BGG Beers. All right, Captain Stash. What's up, Clint? How you doing? Rob. What's up, Rob? Rob Ackers in the house. Our wrench, Brett Burlington, and Disney Beersman. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Ryan? Jason.
There's Ryan. I see him.
Hey, there's Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? Sleepy Mike. What's up, Sleepy Mike? How you doing?
Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't see Sleepy Mike. I ain't seen Sleepy Mike in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, brother?
He's been asleep. Woke up for it.
Yeah.
What's up, Cam Bluegrass Bearded? What's up, Mrs. Bluegrass? How you doing? All right. Chris, where's the leader? He just decided to, 10 minutes before, it was like, I can't do the show tonight. So,
He's in the doghouse.
Where we are. This is where we are right now. This is where we are. We got to drown our sorrows.
Yep.
So I figure I get the circus cow theorist. It'd be a good counterweight to the Joe.
Well, I put this on here so he would see it, but hopefully he goes back and watches it.
If he watches it, it'll be like a delayed zinger,
Yeah. Get a rain check on a shot in the gut, huh?
Wow. Oh well, so what's going on, Mick?
Same old, man. Working, living. I'm trying to get this content creation thing down, and dude, I suck. I suck at it. That's all there is to it.
Well,
Man, I get nervous, and you would think that it would be the other way around. I'd get nervous on live, but dude, I'm totally fine on live. If I'm sitting there staring at my camera, I'm like, that I can't even get a word out.
Oh yeah,
it takes, like I have to. You can ask my wife, man. I sit there and she'll hear me saying something like, "Hey, welcome to the channel, this and this," and I'll be like, "You stupid son of a." She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "Talking to me." I can't get it right.
Have you tried to do record yourself like at a space where there's nobody? What the hell was that?
What the fuck?
What was that?
Whoa!
Hold
that on. Was weird.
Hey,
do you know what that looked like? No. That's not what that was. Never. I'm not even going to say that because, people will get to talking. No, I thought that looked like something I've seen before, but I'm not even going to say that. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Let's just get off that subject.
All right. So, Jesus Christ. Man, it just threw me off. Oh yeah, the content creating thing. Have you tried to you film what you're gonna film like at home alone when there's nobody home? Do you feel like you get more nervous because there's people there that can hear you like through the walls and stuff?
Yep.
Ah, okay.
So the video I did where I faded my mustache,
Huh?
I did that completely here by myself, and I pretty much the intro where I explained what I was doing, I had to reshoot it a couple of times, but the actual like everything else was one take and it went just fine. And the soap review that released today, I bet I filmed the actual review 3 times, and then the little intro part to it, just like where I said what I was about to do.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I filmed that 40. Yeah, I was sitting there for hours filming little 30, 45-second clips. And either I would say the same thing 3 times, or I would leave something out, or I would get to the end of it and I'd be like, no, that sounded so stupid. Why did I even say that? Mm-hmm. and then everybody that's watched it is like, man, no, it was fine. I mean, you kind of tell you were nervous, but, other than that, you did okay. And I'm like, man, and I guess it's because, when you watch yourself, you're going to be more critical. You're going to be.
Oh yeah. It's funny to say, because like I watch myself like sometimes, right? No. I don't do it all the time. I watch myself just to make sure like the audio works and all that stuff, and then I upload it to YouTube, and then I'll watch it on the YouTube end to make sure it's a final. It looks good finally before I just after I put it before I put it live, I watch it straight through again. So by the time it goes live, I've already watched my final review at least 2-3 times, and sometimes I'll find things and I'm just like, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Or else you have to refilm the whole thing again and just let it roll. Who cares? Like, because it's a work in progress. It takes time. You get used. After doing it, for a while, you start to get into a groove, and then all of a sudden you have like an internal script that you can you can bellow out. And you tweak it with every review. You tweak it a little bit. And eventually it just becomes like second nature. You just could spit out an entire review without even having a product.
Wow.
Like I've gotten pretty close to being able to do that. So like I can roll through my reviews with a lot less editing. Because I already know like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, and everything. So and that just comes like it's like muscle memory. It's like it just comes out,
I feel like you do pretty good at that. And I'll tell you somebody that's got that like that muscle memory thing you mentioned is Chris, TCTBNL or Tactical Ball Necklace.
Yeah.
He's at the end, where he says questions, comments, love, hate, something, something, something. Like he spits that out like nothing. I'd never be able to say something like that. I mean, maybe, at some point I would, but the way he says it so fast, but I can understand it all, even though he says it super fast like that. I'd get embarrassed and start laughing halfway through it, because I think my own voice sounds stupid. I don't know why. I think my own voice sounds just asinine. Mm-hmm. Hearing myself, so that's why I do the kind of the same thing. I listen a little bit to the video to make sure it's actually got audio but I can't sit there and watch myself through a whole video. I just can't do it. There's no way. I would probably pass out from embarrassment and shame.
My goodness.
If I sit there and watch one of my whole reviews all the way through.
Oh. Well, you said something interesting in the green room that I feel like should be brought out to people who don't know. It is tax season, right?
Yep.
And you had this bit of information, but we're just gonna throw it out there, because we don't have any like
we don't have any instructions on how to do this.
Yeah,
just that it's in some way, shape, or form that it's possible.
Yes. So if you have a tax person, and you have a YouTube channel, and you like, do product, beard products and stuff like that, you can claim your beard purchases and write them off on your taxes. I don't know how to do it. But if you have a tax person, maybe suggest it, throw it on the line, see what they can do with that information.
It's something to do with, I do know it's something to do with having the YouTube channel, right? So you own that platform, or you don't own that platform, but you own that channel. YouTube owns the platform. Uh-huh. So basically, when you're on there reviewing a product, you're technically making them money. They're watching, whatever. They're getting view counts, stuff like that. So you can write it off. I think you can take the YouTube channel and classify it as like a second job, even though there's no income. Because to my knowledge, you didn't have to be monetized to do it. I don't think. Now, I could be wrong about that. You might have to be monetized, but so, and and see, that's another thing. I don't ever keep my receipts, but
because hell yeah. It's expensive.
I was told that I could claim like this computer I just bought, $1,100. They said you could claim that.
I'm like, holy shit. I just bought a computer, keyboard, everything I have behind me. Shit, man, that'd be
What
awesome.
kind of keyboard do you have?
I have it's some weird knockoff name keyboard, but it's got lit keys and stuff like that. So
I think I might have just ordered the exact same one.
It's a mechanical one. That means the buttons can be changed out. Like I can take all the buttons out and I can they sell like aftermarket LED buttons that like light up and stuff like that. I mean, the buttons dance and everything. Every time I push a key, it's a pattern that just goes all over the thing. You're not going to see it. I just see it. Right. But it helps me type.
Yeah.
Yeah, because certain letters are different colors, and that's how that works.
Look what Tyson said. Tyson said that's why he buys so much, because it's all a write-off.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Huh.
Wow. Yeah, so I ordered, man, I got this monstrosity of a keyboard in today. I bought it off Amazon, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. So I went and ordered a gaming keyboard and mouse. Uh-huh. And I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure it's mechanical. I'm almost positive when I was reading the reviews, it said it was mechanical.
Uh-huh. It's just they're very like clicky, like. I don't know if you hear that, but it's super clicky. Well, there's some that are silent, but I wanted a really nice clicky one. So as I was reading the reviews, I was like, people were like, "Oh, it has a very strong clicking noise," and I like that. That's very satisfying for me.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing,
so I have a silent keyboard, and it's dead silent. This one right here is clicky, which doesn't bother me, but it feels cheap. This one that, matter of fact, I can pick it up and show it to you. Like. You wouldn't think that would be cheap. That sucker, it feels cheap. And it's a Logitech, too. Sometimes Logitech stuff is really good.
Yeah.
But it feels, man, it just, I feel like I'm going to break it. Like the buttons fell all loose. And
ergonomic typing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to, what I wanted, because I seen a keyboard the other day where the keys, like they were split in the middle, and they were really hard turned. Like where your hands, you'd be typing like this. And I wanted to get that because I've been playing this game and my hand starts hurting after a little while because I have to use W, A, S, and D to drive.
Right.
And it makes my hand hurt after a while because I'm kind of holding my hand like that. And so I keep,
Yeah, those are like extremely like angled and stuff like that so you don't get carpal tunnel. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. He said Logitech is kind of hit and miss in my experience. Yeah, I found that because my silent keyboard and silent mouse, it's Logitech and it's really nice. Mm-hmm. Like that's it's really really nice. But this one, and it was around the same price. It just and it might not be cheap. It might just be me. I might be used to that silent touch, and hearing these clicks, it just I don't know. The whole thing just kind of screams cheapo to me.
So let's get to the beard stuff here. What did you make any purchases this week?
Oh boy, did I? Heck, I can't even remember half of them. So I won Copper Johns.
Okay.
I purchased a giveaway of soap that I announced on my soap review that dropped today, and then I bought soap for myself both from Captain Stash. I bought Beard Mana. I bought that Dan C collab with 1,000 milligrams of CBD. It's only $20. I figured, it would be at least 50. And when I seen it was 20, I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. What else do I got on the way? I've got some of that Aztec from last night. I ordered some Aztec last night.
I'd have to just interrupt you for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got something in the green room. It just popped up.
Again?
Yeah.
Can you tell what it is? Whoa. No way.
Brothers, I am home. Good evening, Beard Therapy. At long last we meet. It is I, the dirty 930 shaman. I have waited a long time for this moment. In fact, I never thought I would reveal myself, but recently, as you may know, one of my brethren revealed himself, and it was time. We stay hidden, we shamans, pulsing our mystical energy your ways. But after he went public, I decided it was time. The spiritual leader of the D93 crew needed to out himself. Johnny Grooms, I feel like you are a brother to me. McMahon, yeoman service being in here all the time. Boys, this is not special. This is just me being part of the community that I have long funneled my energies into. Please resume your discussion. I shall be a guest, an invited guest tonight.
Okay, so Mick, you bought yourself some Captain. Oh, he's no.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
You say you were getting you got Aztec.
Yeah. Aztec. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah. So I got what did I got? Classico. I bought Classico from Aztec. I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, I picked something else out to begin with, and then I found out it had Cedar Essential in it, so I had to I had to swap it out. Yeah, but I mean, heck, they all sounded good.
Yeah, they did. They did sound good. I got two scents. I got the strawberry whey, and I got a Classico. Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about that Classico. It sounds good. I hope it's as good as it sounds. And in the future, I might go ahead and try, because man, like 3 of them have cedar in them. So in the future, I might, like, instead of buying a combo, maybe just buy an oil. And
McMahon, just so you know, a fact, as I am all things 930 and all things beard, cedar essential oil is very sexual. And while I know some men have allergies to it, perhaps you can override the pain, the rash, the discomfort, and think of using it. Your wife might like the results.
I'll have to give that a try.
Keep it out of the pubic region, though. We don't want to get anything going on down there. 1 man beard a night is all we need. By the way, so you all know, because obviously the other shaman who outed us, you might see other shamans coming out. Well, there are many, many shamans in this world. We are a hidden society. But while I love this country I am in, I will let you know, we all wear the same paint, but we all have our own interpretations of the colors. And mine is red for the hot blood that runs within us, those in the 930 clan. White for the pale flesh that we all wish to conquer. And blue for our balls when we aren't getting any. Oh, and the stars are just skeet, 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 little skeet right there. Those are my stars. Skeet. That is the 930 shaman's way.
Just little skeets, not big ones, just little ones.
No skeet. Seagull skeet.
If I may ask a question, what do you hold?
This?
Yes.
Well, as I believe his name is Jeff or Greg, the shaman who has made himself quite notorious, as he held a flag, a banner for the nation he loves. I too hold a staff, but it is phallic in nature.
Okay.
And it is to give power to my groinal areas. Just so you know, each and every man out there who has a proud 930ite, I am the bridge between shame and pleasure. When you sit in your rooms alone at night, a dirty sock in one hand and a pump bottle of lotion in the other, it is I that gets that hand to turn and pump, pump, pump. I want to cross that bridge with you, my brother. And it is through the power in this staff right here that I funnel that energy. I am home.
Wow. Man, I don't know what's over here.
Look what James said.
James said, Viagra staff. Yes. Yes, indeed, James. You are quite the witty one. I agree. Yes. Viagra staff indeed, sir.
Jeez.
Oh, I had to take that long sleeve shirt off. I'm about to start sweating. Good Lord.
Mm.
Is this Braveheart's little brother, Brave Taint?
Brave Taint.
Brave Taint indeed. It is a brave man who ventures to the bridge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ah, man. Well, when it comes to beer product purchases of this week, I capitalized on Ruddy Man. You know, I got wind of that sale at the last bit because I don't know. I guess I must have not seen the post. But yeah, like buy one get one 50% off everything in the entire store. Yeah.
Wow, I never caught that.
Yeah, so I guess some people didn't, and yeah, whole combos for like $20. So I got that.
Whoa.
I got Aztec. I picked up the Fable CBD tincture, because I'm gonna start doing CBD reviews because I haven't done CBD reviews, because I get nervous about them like getting not monetized or something like that. But I looked into other like channels and stuff like that, and there's like a ton of CBD reviewers, and so like,
keep going, please, Johnny. I'm listening.
I mean, I have a good collection of CBD products because I do use them on the daily between gummies and tinctures that I put under my tongue and stuff like that. I even have CBD face masks and pain relief creams and stuff like that, salves, if you will. Like case in point right here, this is like 2 cases of my gummies right here. Each one is like a shit ton a lot stronger than these, you know. So I've been using CBD for a very long time, and I'm gonna start adding those reviews to my channel, and see what happens, because like, you know, I always get nervous about like you don't want to put the time into the video and then all of a sudden YouTube is like, you know,
Right.
It's like you can't monetize because of Nate, because I had a problem with one of my Kratom videos. They blocked it and it went for a review, and just because it was Kratom, and they blocked it and went for a review, but then it got approved, and then I just got a notice. They were like, "Oh, this video is no longer blocked in XYZ country and shit." I was like, "Okay, cool." So,
a question, Johnny.
yes.
Could you possibly post it on your newer channel as they say a test flight? And if it is accepted on the newer channel, bring it to the home father channel of Johnny Grooms.
No, because the other channel is more of like a DIY channel.
Yes.
Like a silly DIY channel.
Yes.
But I'll put it to review. I mean, it's not gonna. I'm not too worried. If I have to take it down because of whatever, I'll take it down. Especially, I'm worried about the Delta 8. The Delta 8 reviews, because like that's very new. Well, is it new? I'm not sure. It's pretty new when it comes to like CBD and stuff like that. So
yes.
which I learned the trick of how to take those without getting myself all like messed up. So
Yes.
that'll be
Oh,
part
wow.
of on that. Yeah, because too much of the Delta 8 gummy and like you're gone.
Did so I ordered that Dan C collab from Natural Stress Solutions, and
The cold one, the ice one.
yes, so I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
really know about the beard oil yet, but the guy sent, man, he sent really good samples, dude. He sent 2 tinctures of the. So this is now, if you was to buy this in a 1 ounce, it'd be a 2,500 milligram. But each 1 milliliter syringe is 83 milligrams. He just sent this for free.
Wow.
Okay, so he also sent Icy Hot with CBD,
Yeah.
and then a CBD body lotion. So this is the Icy Hot right here, and it's 100 milligrams per ounce. And then this body lotion, it's also 100 milligrams per ounce. And then he sent these nighttime stress capsules, and they're 20 milligrams a piece.
Wow.
So, I mean, I feel like the samples alone probably should have cost $20, and then you use that discount code. Actually, you get this for, I think after shipping with the discount code is right at 20, maybe like $20 and some change. So I was, for $20, I wasn't going to pass that up for $20, and I didn't even know the samples were coming. So
that's pretty good.
I tried one of these tinctures today, and it I I get a lot of back pain and stuff where from an old injury, and I mean I feel pretty good right now. I had a pretty bad day yesterday, and I haven't been as pissed off about it since I took that.
Yeah, that helps you out with all that. We have natural. I can never say the word cannabinoid, whatever. Like receptors in our body. Like our body responds very well to CBD products and stuff like that. It all came about when there's not like concrete like medical data that it's proven medically to work, but it does work. Like especially they were those kids that get like seizures, like epileptic seizures and stuff like that. They'll put a really like strong dose under the tongue, and it like stops the seizure altogether. And that's what that effect is what made the movement for like the scientific community, not community, but like the doctors and stuff to like really, I can't articulate it well, but what I'm saying is like that incident, that instance of using CBD to halt some one of these kids' epileptic seizures was enough to spark the curiosity of experts to really look into it and start to analyze it, and and it's still like in those stages where they're getting it to see where they can say it's scientifically proven to do this,
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
I've had pretty good luck myself with CBD.
Do either of you know what an Abe Lincoln is?
What?
Abe Lincoln.
I know who Abe Lincoln is. I don't know what Abe Lincoln is.
I cannot read. How many females are present in the audience, Johnny?
I believe
2.
It's just 2.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure my wife and
we will
Mrs.
have to
Bluegrass.
old boys club this one perhaps a little later.
Uh-huh.
I cannot reveal all the secrets of the 930 Shaman Code, but I had a doozy.
Oh.
Balls going slappity slap slap.
Uh-huh.
You have the fucking essence of 930 on here, and you're talking about CBD. Just letting you know.
It's not 9:30.
Testosterone and eat vag. Breakfast, lunch, brunch, and any tea time. I am the 930 shaman, but do carry on. It is fascinating to learn of your habits by my children, from my worshipping flock. Sorry to interrupt. Balls going slappity slap against the underside of her buttocks.
Slappity slap.
You continue.
I don't know. It doesn't look very active. It's more of like a presence, you know.
Yes.
It's,
Yes. Well, it's not 9:30 yet.
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't want to compel you to bring it any earlier. I
Okay.
thought perhaps naturally you would go that way, but if you wish to speak of tinctures and oils and such, so be it. I am a guest here. But at 9:30, my presence shall be felt, and it shall be felt long and hard and moistly. Trust me on that.
I think you probably could lead a revolution with this. only because James was James
Very good, Johnny.
Earth.
Thank you, James Pershing. Thank you. And by the way, kudos to you, Mick, for your humorous circus cow nickname. It's so unfortunate Barbado Joe could not be here. You know, in voodoo lore, they have the Loa, which are the gods of the voodoo religion, and the Loa ride people. So
Yes.
they actually possess and use people, which is why I may bear strong semblance to Barbado Joe tonight. For I am riding him. I needed a vehicle to get here because I am very spiritual in nature. I do not always occupy this plane, if you understand what I am saying.
Okay.
But this allows me to access Barbado Joe's thoughts and feelings, although I don't plan on doing so as you get enough of him already. It shall be just me tonight, gentlemen.
I'm pretty sure he's enjoying this ride.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Any ride is a good ride when you are an old fat man, eh, Johnny Green?
Hey, that's right. So, all right. I got no. Yeah. Oh no, I blew that one. Yeah, this is an internal conversation I'm having with myself.
Yes, it's
Oh, yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah,
fascinating to watch the mind of a mental deviant at work. Please go on.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
And if what I understand is true, your mind may have taken some chemical damage today.
Oh yeah, I almost killed myself. That's why it's that's why it's titled
Yeah.
I've been poisoned, Johnny.
Please, for those who
So-
do not know, it's quite a
Yeah.
compelling title, particularly since you're so lazy at titling beard therapies these days.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
for last week. Yes, please talk of the poison, sir.
Yeah. So I poisoned myself. And if you knew me, like really knew me, you would be like, oh, he did it again. Because I don't know why this happens to me quite often, but I always do these things to hurt myself. I was cleaning my oven, right? And like you let the thing spray in there and you let it sit for half hour to an hour, and it's supposed to foam up and you wipe it clean and everything like that. So
Things are spraying and being wiped clean. Yes. Bring 9:30 early, Johnny Grims. Please keep going. Tell me what happens next.
So like when you spray it, then like the foam sticks to the side,
Spray, Johnny, spray. Yes.
and so that's what happens. And so then you go in with a hot towel or whatever, and you start cleaning up, because it's messy.
You.
So, but I think I was in the oven too long doing it, so I was breathing in these fumes.
Yes.
I was down there.
Onion, I imagine.
Yeah. I was down there for way too long. It took a lot longer to get into the crevices than I thought it was gonna be. So, but like
Crevices can be tricky.
yeah. So once I was done and I cleaned up and everything like that, I felt dizzy. I laid down and I woke up with like the biggest pounding, throbbing headache. Like it was bad, and I had to take like 4 Advils and all that. So like I think I poisoned myself by inhaling all those fumes and stuff. It was bad. But I feel like okay now. I went outside, took a couple of breaths of fresh air and all that stuff. I drank some water. I told my wife, and she was like, why you stop trying to kill yourself? Because this has happened before, right? But it wasn't me cleaning the oven. It was me trying to heat Have you ever heard the story of how I heated the cabin?
No.
When I went camping, I went to heat the cabin because it was really cold.
No.
Did I ever tell this story? Okay, so we went camping and the cabin was cold, right? So, I mean, we just finished cooking dinner on the charcoal grill, so the embers were still hot. So I said, you know what? Let's bring the grill inside and heat the cabin, right? That makes sense. Yeah. We almost killed each other. It was almost like a suicide because then the carbon monoxide comes out of the coal. I had no idea. I didn't know about that.
You're not a scientist, Johnny.
No, I'm not. The only thing that saved us was that when you get carbon monoxide poisoning like that,
Yes.
you get a horrible, nasty, dizzy, pounding headache. And I was like, oh, I gotta open the windows. So that saved us. I opened the windows and opened the front door and took the grill outside.
Yes.
And just that's what saved our lives. But
Yes.
we would have went to sleep and just not woken up.
Yes.
So like, yeah, this is another time I almost set the house on fire because there was a pizza box in the broiler and I was heating something in the oven. And yeah, so yeah, a lot of close calls with death already.
I don't know. Maybe it's an Oklahoma thing, but and I don't remember ever being told this. But somehow in my mind, I just know not to bring a charcoal grill inside that. And it might be an Oklahoma thing.
I didn't know. We didn't know. You know, we had no idea.
Now, I'll tell you, actually, speaking of carbon monoxide, me and my family, we about seriously died 2 winters ago. No. Yeah.
You seriously died 2 winters ago?
The gas man said he has no idea how we didn't die.
Wow.
Our carbon monoxide alarm finally went off. Well, I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh, the batteries are dead. So I put new batteries in it, and it started going right back off. And I'm like, okay. So we called the gas company. He come over there, and he said, yeah, the levels are pretty high. You got to get out. We got out. The plumber, I mean, man, I live in a small town. The plumber lives 3 blocks from me. He also does gas work. Come over, fixed it. Or we thought he fixed it. He said it can be one of two things. He said, so put that carbon monoxide alarm really close over here to it after he fixed it the first time. And it was fine for probably a month or two. And then all of a sudden one day it started going off again. It was the same problem. And whatever, I can't even remember what he had told me. So we called the gas company. They got over here. We already had windows and doors open, but we didn't go outside. And when he got like 20 foot from my front door, his little beeper thing started going off. And he said it was deadly levels on my front porch. And it was even worse in the house. So we like he made us leave the house. And we just went and bought a new heater. I mean, I wasn't going to try to salvage it, you know, or I wasn't going to take the chance. I mean, not with my kids and my wife in here, you know. So we went and got one of them infrareds they're like so efficient. You don't have to have a like a vent pipe or anything. So, I mean, I guess we're good now. We still got the carbon monoxide alarms, but yeah, hopefully that don't happen again. That was a pretty scary deal.
Close call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might say that a plumber from a state where cows are a circus animal might not be trusted. Just so you know. Johnny Grooms, if I could ask you, you said you went outside for a few breaths of fresh air.
Yes.
If I remember, on the most recent United Beards of America, of which you are co-host, New Jersey has the most toxic amount of chemical plants and waste in the nation. Is there truly any fresh air in New Jersey?
Where I live, there's fresh air.
Where you live, there is fresh air.
Yeah. Because I live in a part of New Jersey where it used to be like mostly like lots of farmland.
Yes.
And they turned all that farmland into like this big soccer camp. Now it's like it's one of the best soccer camps to go to in the country.
Yes.
wow.
It's like in walking distance to my house. So like they turned all that into huge soccer, like it's you know, and then there's a giant park there. So if you ever drove here, it's like driving in the backwoods, and then to get to my town. So I live almost in like, in like, farmland country area part of Jersey. There's some Jersey that's part of Jersey that's like city, like inner city, and then there's Jersey's weird like that. It flips.
Yes.
It goes from, busy cities like Jersey City up near Manhattan, then it goes to like, inner city kind of deal, like Harlem.
Newark?
Like Newark, it's like that, and then it goes over to farmland where it's like houses are like like 5 miles apart from each other and shit. And you gotta like and there's cornfields and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
it
have
is
it
the
all.
Garden State, right, Johnny?
Yeah. I can go corner my backyard if I want. The soil is super fertile. We had what do we have? We had squash, zucchini, tomatoes, blackberries, blueberries, mint. We had all that growing in our backyard the first year. That's how fertile my soil is. I gotta just throw a seed and it just.
I too throw much seed, Johnny Grooms.
Looks like you had a misfire there.
It's all over the place.
The life of a shaman can't be a lonely one, female speaking. But the seed must spread. The seed must spread.
That's funny, Jay. I'm like right next to Hillsborough. Like it's like Hillsborough and then Manville. It's like that. It's like walk around the road and you're in Hillsborough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, with
Where the beef flows like wine.
So, Mick, I heard you saying that you had bought this new company, Aztec.
I did.
Yes. Barbados Joe was in that live last night, and I suppose made some purchases as well, and is very excited.
He was
to make these purchases. Rumor has it, if the stars align, he and Jay Cruz will be going live together to do an unboxing of the Aztec purchases when they land on Joe's front porch.
The mail. So I had some delays in the mail during Christmas.
Yes.
We got another new carrier Monday, and he has basically destroyed my life. I've had to go chase him down for packages and stuff saying like I had all these packages out for delivery all 3 days this week, and every day I've been at least 2 or 3 packages short.
Yes.
So that's why I ordered stuff, but I haven't opened stuff.
Is it driving you mad, Mick?
It is. I don't play around with my packages. When it says delivered, it better be there.
Every chance I get, there must be manipulation of the package.
Yeah.
The more packages, not the merrier, but I guess if the woman is willing. Okay. So I imagine, Mick, if I can course some of the 930 energies your way, I would say, if you can feel the level of frustration you have for your little carrier, perhaps you can understand the level of frustration that Barbados Joe feels when you insist a cow is a fucking circus animal. Understand the correlation there. I am here as a vehicle only, Mick. I have no bearing in this argument, this debate between you and Joe. But as I occupy his body currently, the frustration is real, Mick. It is up in his frontal cortex. I can feel it even still. Just sharing that with you, sir.
As a teacher,
yes.
Barbados Joe should possess the know-how to figure out that there are such a thing as circus cows. Not only that,
yes,
but they are also included in animal crackers as well.
Yes.
They might not be circus cows in the animal crackers, but there are cows in there.
Yeah, I would say it's the farm animals. The farm animals.
Cue James Pershing to put something in the chat right now to validate your point, Mick, as he's done in the past. The breed of the actual steed itself. Yes. I might be out of this revolution. No. James, do not misconstrue. I am merely relaying Barbados Joe's thoughts. A dirty 930 revolution is what we all need. Nakedity in the streets, nude parts dangling and flopping, hair everywhere, and much love and liquid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is what our nation needs to heal, much like in the 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah, that's it. That'd be hell yeah, that'd be it. Huh.
It is my opinion that when you see a naked vag and you are a heterosexual male, you do not care if she is red or blue. You are looking at pink. That is how we say it in the 930 clan. Yes, yes, indeed.
Mhm. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Words of wisdom right there.
Right. Yeah.
That is what I wish to impart, Johnny. Yes.
Oh shit.
God, I can't do it. Oh shit.
There is
Oh,
one
man.
other thought. To use street parlance of the time, if you hit that shit good, pink turns to purple, which is not, if I'm mistaken, the perfect blend of red and blue.
Yeah, it is. So it is. Yes, it is.
So what I'm saying, to heal our nation, good hard fuckery. That is what I am saying at this. That is what will heal our nation.
Okay. Yeah.
That is my revolution, Johnny Grooms and McMahon.
Makes
Fuck,
sense.
fucking more fuck.
Yes. Keep on. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a hell of a cardio workout too. So not only are
Yeah.
you like healing
Yes.
the country, you're losing calories.
Yes.
You're building up endurance. You know. So yeah, that's all good. There could be no bad coming from that.
No. And one should
Unless-
think that Barbados Joe, fat fuck that he is, might enjoy losing some pounds that way as well. Yes. I'll
I
leave
hear
that.
the cow in the animal cracker box is low in calories. You might pass that on to him.
I will, Nick, man. I will indeed. Oh, this will be a buffalo. Oh, what time is it, boys? I cannot read my clock. I see a 9.
Only
18.
Oh.
So your grandkids are gonna love this. My grandkids are never gonna see this. Maybe they
God.
will. They will.
I-
Sorry, that was funny. You said 1,000 calories in 3 minutes. It's possible, you know. Oh man, that's funny.
Elbow grease, James. Elbow grease and a will. That is what it
Yeah,
takes.
you just have to keep it interesting, change of positions every now and then.
Yes.
Your 3 minutes can turn to 9 very quickly.
I mean, it would seem to me if you're burning 1,000 calories in 3 minutes is like a chainsaw accident where you lose your leg or something.
Yeah, right. I'm not saying you lose 1,000. You're not going to burn 1,000 calories, but you'll definitely burn something,
It's more about moderation and repetition, James. That
Yeah.
that is my philosophy.
Yeah.
Moderation, repetition.
And once you reach a steady heart rate, then you keep on with that. Get a little heart rate monitor as you're doing it.
Yes, yes.
All distraction is good for the males, because like that helps you out.
Yes.
So get a little metronome, whatever it takes,
Ah, beautiful, Johnny.
and watch your heart rate and keep rhythm. And before you know it, should be making your breakfast in bed in the morning.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like if the metronome was wound all the way up or sped all the way up, I feel like the shaman could still outrun it.
He would out fuck it, you mean? And he mutes himself. Thanks, Rick. It's all right. It's okay.
Have either of you, since you are married men, and since I imagine there are many married men in the chat tonight, considered the conundrum of how marriage and security leads to less sexual activity on the regular? It would appear that many men suffer this plight.
That happens, yeah. That is definitely a real thing. And
As the Brotherhood of the 930, we need to figure as a group, as a society, Mick, if I may, as a society, we need to figure the answer to this riddle to benefit us all. We need more friction burns of the cock, gentlemen. More friction burns of the cock.
it's true.
I mean, I can't really speak to that.
Oh, that's excellent, man. Very good, sir.
I mean,
Very good, sir.
Daddy gets what Daddy wants, but I mean, that was a terrible way to put that. 'Cause she's
No,
watching.
that is a perfect way, Nick. That is a perfect way. Yes. A 930 is strong in you. Yes, indeed. We all should be as fortunate as Mick.
I mean, because it's a real thing that happens to some, married couples.
Yeah.
Like, you get together and it gets less and less, of course. And I guess it all depends on like how the other person's doing with their work schedule and how stressful they are and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just like they just ain't in the mood. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just not in the mood. And I've learned to identify that, and it has helped a lot. When you can tell, like, okay, this is not the right time
Yes.
to start something.
Yes.
You can gauge and then it becomes more frequent as you go on because you're more in tune with feelings and stuff. So
I
That's very true.
you gotta learn. You gotta learn your woman, and then or men, whichever you say so choose.
Yes.
That it all comes down to the other person.
Is it appropriate to ask at this point that roofies should be administered when you are not getting enough?
Yes. No. Oh, no.
No roofies. It is my understanding that if wed under God and law, roofies should be allowable. But again, I am not always on this plane, and perhaps there are laws that I don't quite understand.
I give her a couple of glasses of wine. She gets a little loose, and so that kind of works. That's a little more enjoyable than her just passing out. Like,
well,
I need some movement. I need some interaction. I can't just have just can't have a.
Yes, you don't want to fuck a fish, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. You gotta,
Yes.
I need something in return. As I'm going at it.
Yes, I am with you. I am with you. And yes, this wine is a lovely loophole. Yes, and legal too. Yes, that is why you are all my followers. Brilliant men, all. Now, who is this? Chris, or Brett? I see. Yes.
Hang on. Can I interrupt for a second?
Please do.
Listen, this is going to get me punched in the mouth.
Okay.
But I can't leave this on the table. So my wife said, "I'm going to beat you, Mick." Which way are you going to beat me, babe? I had to do it. I couldn't leave it.
Oh wait, I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm so bad at this, man.
Yes, I cannot read without assistance. But yes, indeed, Mick. The Dirty 930 Shaman heartily approves such a response. I do indeed. Yes.
I'm waiting for her to come around the corner.
Mrs. McMahon, might I suggest a left-hand backstroke so it is as if someone else is doing it to McMahon himself? Unless, of course, Mick is left-handed, then you would go with a right-hand backstroke. Yes. These are the tricks we men of the 930 know.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's a new hashtag right there. Shaman approved. There it is.
Shaman approved. Thank you. Yes, indeed.
I'm lucky my wife has no knowledge of this channel or cares. So
I promise you that hashtag right there will live on this show probably forever.
Particularly tonight. Particularly in what my eyes can see in 5 to 6 more minutes. Yes. Things will go down that could get my steed, Barbados Joe, fired if ever found out. But he doesn't want to teach anymore anyway. So, he's willing to take that risk.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Nick.
I am here only once. Unless, of
sorry.
course, you ask for me again, and then I could perhaps come back. I can see very little in the chat. I mean, he used the blue snowball, so says Bearded, you're fixing to have blue. Oh. Well, Mick, the blue on this face, wherever my hand lands, yes, is representative of the balls that are blue when we enter a drought. Is that not correct, sir?
It is.
Yes.
That is factual.
Mrs. Mick, the red is representative, if my hands can get correct, the red is representative of Mick's hot blood and the white of your pure skin, which is his to conquer. I would ask you to think of the red and the white, Mrs. Mick, and not the blue. That will be his forlorn testes should you deny him his husbandly rights.
Is that an actual thing? Has balls ever turned blue? Is that an actual thing?
I don't know.
Johnny Grooms, as the 930 shaman, I lead by example, and I try to purge the poison as quickly as my little fellas get made. So I can say I have never experienced them. Or I operate a factory between my wrists on both arms. Yes. I cannot be your spiritual leader and be able to not lead you correctly for when you have lonely nights. Yes. I have tips and tricks. Should I ever start an Instagram, I perhaps will post videos as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see how long they ban that channel.
People, what did I just walk into?
Yes. So Mrs. Mick is still in the chat. I cannot say my Abe Lincoln anecdote. I will hold. Pete. Oh, yes, Pete. Pete Barbadoe Joe is not here this evening. It is I, the Dirty 930 Shaman, making his world debut. And perhaps my one and only appearance to give love and knowledge and guidance to you, my 930 flock.
I have to I just have to take a photo of this because this is just,
Cheese. Indeed.
He's a cheese.
Indeed. I didn't put that together when he said that first.
Oh, man.
Redbeard Ryan, one of my favorites, one of the longtime stalwarts of the Dirty 930 crew. And, of course, Rob Acker, who gave us Dirty 930. Is he still around, or is he off polishing wood somewhere?
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Rob Acker, straight
Rob Acker. He was here. I don't know what
the
happened.
man who coined the Dirty 930. And, of course, McMahon, who coined always naughty, always loyal, although he said something other than naughty. He said nasty, if I'm not mistaken, McMahon.
Yep.
Yes, you are all high priests of this lovely clan. That's clan with a C, not a K.
No, it doesn't seem that Rob is in the chat.
Ah, yes.
He says, "Safe from the cheese." Oh, man. Is there what's the other? Is it a spear or is it just a staff? Is there like a?
It is a staff with a very furry bottom, akin to Dan C. Bearded's face.
Okay.
Made of 100% wood.
Okay. Oh man. Rusty trombone. What?
Yes, the rusty trombone. I am familiar. As I am with the Cleveland Steamer, although that is not a practice I tend to engage in. The conquest of El Salvador is interesting if the woman is willing.
All right, so I have no idea what we're talking about there.
Nope. That one lost me.
The conquest of El Salvador?
Yeah.
That is when you have had excellent coitus with a woman and have made her to the point of pass out due to her pleasure. And you happen to have a flag of Spain on hand. And you jam it into her asshole and yell, "The conquest of El Salvador!" And you take her, as the Spaniards did Central America.
Wow.
Yes.
That's kind of hard to pull off. I mean,
It's actually the flag of Spain that's the toughest part.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you need props for this one. That's not.
Yes, you do. You need to come fully prepared,
Ooh.
as you do with the Abe Lincoln.
Oh.
I read Rob's comment all wrong. Whoa. It dawned on me. I don't even know why I read that wrong.
Yeah, he's burning crosses again.
Yeah. I read that. When I read that, I was like, "You're what?" And yeah. I read that all wrong.
We know he makes crosses.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it dawned on me that quick, but when I first read that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
The witching hour is here. I can now give up my stave. My connection to you is much stronger. I can be here with you all. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, she's gone. I don't know how long she's staying gone, but she's gone.
Mrs. Mick has left the building.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling the tension of before 9:30 leaving me. And I'm getting ready to fucking have some fun, boys. Yes, indeed. Are there any other females in the audience?
I don't think so.
Yes. Don't be disguising as a male either. Has PETA shown up at all lately?
No.
No. Good.
And just remember, she's married to me. She's heard about everything.
So you are.
Well,
yeah, it's good. Peter's gone because you are wearing horns of an animal and fur.
I am indeed. My curved buffalo horns. Yes. Yes. It was a strange breed of bovine, much like any that occupy circuses. Was this strange buffalo? Rather than go broad and wide, it went up and curved. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I imagine.
We don't have to free Peter. Peter's unblocked.
PETA is unblocked. Yes,
He's
he
been
is.
unblocked for a while now.
Do we think that was really PETA?
No, it was Peter.
I know the identity of PETA as I know everything that has happened on Beard Therapy. But I am forsworn to myself to keep his secret. Elephant.
What does the shaman wear underneath the neck? Below the neck?
As perhaps you saw on the news footage, we have a uniform style. Yes, that is correct. I am shirtless. And because I am the Dirty 930 shaman, I parade from the waist down in a thong.
Oh. Okay.
And because I am currently in Barbara Joe's skin, my right ball keeps popping out. I imagine a thinner man would not have the same problem.
Yeah.
But he's a fat man who can't even see his own dick, let alone the fact that his balls pop out of this tiny thong. The interesting thing is it's a referee thong. It is black and white striped with a little whistle attached to the front of it.
No shit.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
He also had one that was Satan's face, where your member goes into a long nose, assuming that Satan has a long nose, but it has little horns and pointy eyebrows.
Wow.
Why Barbara Joe has these, I don't know. I just applaud him.
Well, we'll take your word for it.
You should.
So you guys can do with that with what you will.
So, Johnny, pretend that the spirit of 930 itself is not even here. Go about your business. I will chime in as I find necessary.
How do you continue right now?
Well, my business. I don't have business. I just randomly do shit.
True. Very true.
I'm playing anything.
Well, I suppose I could give you access to Joe for just a while, and then if things get particularly 9:30-ish, I could re-inhabit and take over. But I am only here till midnight, never to be seen again, unless enough of you DM Joe, and then I could make a comeback. So perhaps I should do that. I believe my presence has been known and made. I think I've filled all of you with vim and vigor tonight. And watch out, wives, girlfriends, or fiancés, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of bonding from the 930 men. And if there isn't, it wasn't for my lack of trying. I am giving you mental Viagra. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Any questions from the chat before I depart?
The woman Disney wants me to ask you the ice cream question. So if you don't know the ice cream question.
Of course I do. I know everything therapy, and I am so honored as a guest to be asked this.
Okay.
Here is my answer to that question. It does not matter whether it's shit that's ice cream flavored or ice cream that's shit flavored, because I'm going to take these two fingers and they're going to go up some floozy's ass while I give her the ice cream or shit and feed it to her, as only the shaman of 930 can. That is a sacrifice to the Church of 930. How's that for an answer? I get dark, motherfuckers.
That's
real dark.
yeah, that's
That's right. Yes.
that's something you can't follow up. I'll tell you that.
You cannot. These two fingers.
Oh, there's children present now.
Oh, is your
That's
turn?
unfortunate.
No, Devin.
Oh, oh.
Well played, Mick. Well played.
Wait, where is he? Oh, Devin.
All
Oh,
right.
there he is. Oh, there he is.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me.
Oh, they still want to know what the Abe Lincoln is.
The Abe
Oh,
Lincoln.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. This will be my parting anecdote, and may it bequeath ideas to you all. The Abe Lincoln. And this is very, very appropriate for a bearded community. However, I'm talking about that beard right there.
Okay.
Here's what you have to do. A measurement of stealth is required. Under the auspices of you trimming up and cleaning up for your lady, you bring in a trimmer. Probably the one you would use for your beard. I don't think you should make a one-time purchase. But you are going to shave your nether regions completely bald.
Okay.
Taint, sack, cock, everything goes. Now you're then going to take that pile of hair and you're going to put it on the nightstand. Then you're going to foreplay all of those things. Then you're going to engage in what Shakespeare called the beast with two backs. And at the time of eruption, you must be sure she is on her back, or you must be a fucking acrobat. Because what you will do is you will slide up her with your right hand. You will milk the Johnson all over her face. And with your left hand, you will take the pile of pubes and toss them on her face and recite 407 years ago. And you have given an Abe Lincoln. And with that, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Please keep being dirty at 9:30.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Out of grooms, what just happened? Woo! Holy heck!
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever been ridden like a Loa? Or by a Loa?
No, I have
I don't
not.
know. Neither have I. It was getting hot under that hat, I'll tell you though.
Yeah, that last that was, I've never heard of such a thing before ever.
He's the dirty 930 shaman, Johnny. The wealth of his knowledge goes like Loch Ness deep, brother. He comes up with shit we could never fathom. Right? And we don't have to necessarily like it. We don't have to like it. It just is. It's 930 dirty. Yeah, I don't have a shirt on. I've never done therapy without a shirt. I've come back on therapy without a shirt after leaving, but I have never done therapy without a shirt. And quite honestly, I'm too damn lazy to go grab one because there's not one close. How is everyone tonight?
Fair enough.
Oh, look, I'm still the dirty 930 shaman. Well, we'll keep that there.
That doesn't go off easy. That paint.
No, it doesn't.
It's like you could. Oh man.
McMahon, how are you, you circus cow loving bastard?
I'm good, brother.
All right.
Do you do you feel extra tired or anything from being possessed?
You know, I do. I feel like I might have. My head is kicking like a bass drum is going off, and like I might have clean my oven for 2 hours while just inhaling the fumes like the can tells you exactly not to fucking do. That's how I feel. However, my balls are feeling pretty full and tingly. So, I don't give a damn what time
How's the butt feel?
The butt is like a toiga, as Gold member once said.
Toilet. It said to go in there and scrub with a wet, with a wet a sponge.
But I'm sure Johnny had also said something like, "Don't fucking expose yourself for more than 5 minutes" or some shit to the fumes. I bet you.
Because once I start cleaning, I just start cleaning.
I bet you. Welcome back, Vintage Joe. Fucking the vintage is just gonna haunt me. Thank you, Ripken, and at the same time, fuck you, Ripken. I appreciate that. I think we need a Dusty impersonation from the new WWC, the American Taint. You ain't getting it from me. I just got ridden for an hour 10. I'm a little spent, if you will.
All right, Gary's telling me to get the can and read it. I do have to go upstairs and get another beverage, so I guess I'll be back with the can to read it. I don't know.
All righty. That means it's just me and you, Mick, and we'll talk all the shit on Johnny.
Yeah. What did you order from Aztec?
I got the Mystico. I got the Classico, and I got the tequila. And I think I got the Mystico in the ostrich oil because I wanted to try ostrich oil. So since so many people are using it, I wanted to be able to have a say so, so I could say at least I tried the shit,
Right. I went ahead and went with a Classico combo, and you know what? I made a boo-boo. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to order the ostrich blend. I didn't know he had two different blends. I thought everything was ostrich oil.
Yeah. It takes a little kind of hunting around because I thought the wording is like there's like premium, I think is the word he used.
Yeah.
And I thought that meant ostrich oil, but no, that's actually the step down from the ostrich oil.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and of course, I didn't get any combos because, I'm just using my unscented butters I've gotten from companies.
Right.
And,
I mean, kind of looking back on it now, I kind of wished I would have done that and just got a couple of different scents. But I'll try this one combo out, for now. And, I mean, me, I'll always get more if I, if I find it to be something that, I like. So.
Dude, I just really love the art. And I got to Oak Cliff, from an auction. Yeah. And one of them was a good scent, and one of them I really, really enjoyed. So, I tried. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, right when I was done reviewing, I think Jesus hit me up and asked me to review him, and I had to tell him no. And I was like, oh, look at him now. Right on, dude. That's really, really fucking cool that he's done a reshift and I was at that live. That was a hell of a live last night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. That tequila wood, man, it sounds really, really good. I don't know. I don't know. I might go for it next.
Yeah, I was I almost went for that chocolate because I really like vetiver, man. Vetiver is one of those, to me, unsung scents that if you like a bit of smoke, but not an overpowering smoke. But I never have tried a vetiver cologne, although I'd probably like it. And they said the chocolate wasn't sweet. Once they said the chocolate wasn't sweet, my ears kind of pricked up and went, shit, maybe I should have gotten that. But I can go back if I really dig it.
Yeah, mine did too. Mine did too. When he said the chocolate wasn't real sweet, I was like, oh, okay, we might be talking now.
It don't say anything about prolonged exposure to vapors. I'm reading it now. I mean, there's a lot to read here, and you guys can't see it because it's too small and it's not going to focus.
And I'm not even busting your balls right now, Johnny. Every oven cleaner I've ever used has said something about make sure that there's you don't do it in a confined space. I mean, there's just shit language there to say.
Okay, so
when you're inhaling this shit.
It said, I'll start from keep out of reach of children. Maybe that was the first one.
That might be mine.
It says, caution, eye irritation contents under pressure, contains some chemicals that I can't read, ether, Do not get into eyes. Wash hands after application. Do not puncture or incinerate the container. Do not expose to heat or store in temperatures above 120 degrees. This is first aid. First aid if you get into your eyes.
Yeah.
And then it gives you the ingredients.
Wow.
It doesn't give you any
That's wild, man. Look at what James Perchie said. Oh shit! Well, I had to know, James. By the way, I want to give props to Savage for doing the shaman's makeup tonight.
Oh, she did?
She worked freehand off of a photo of the QAnon shaman, just a good shot of his face, and freehanded this bad boy. So, well done, kid.
It's even lemon scented.
Most of them are, because for whatever reason, that's going to make all the chemicals smell better. Eric Kennedy and James, man. Eric Kennedy, dude, he is that guy when James lands the haymaker and he's just like, bata.
Yeah.
James was that punch that staggered McGregor at the end, and then Eric was the one that put him down.
That's funny. Yeah, I didn't know that was common sense. I had no idea that leaked CO2. I mean, carbon dioxide. CO2.
Hey, I'd love to bust Johnny's balls out, but I'm a complete idiot with that kind of shit, so I would have been right there with Johnny. My wife probably would have been going, "What are you doing, dumbass? You don't do this." I wouldn't have known any better. Some of us aren't manly men like that. That's why Johnny. See, here's what's going to happen in Johnny's new channel. It's going to go from blood and shit to shit like chemical brain damage as he DIYs his way into knowledge.
Yeah.
He's like, I never knew it. Jack went under the car. I broke my fucking hand. Hey, everybody. And we'll get to see like the tire rolling over his hand and he'll slow-mo that shit. That's what's going to happen because Johnny bleeds and now we're going to see snaps ligaments and breaks bones in his new channel. That's a prediction.
Burr said, "What am I watching here?"
Who said? Oh, Phil, you're about an hour late, brother.
Damn.
The Dirty 930 shaman paid a visit, and then he had said what he needed to say, and now I'm back. But unfortunately, he was riding me, so to speak, and so I have to deal with the left.
I didn't know Lois ride a host.
Yes, Lois ride the host, JG.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I thought they were just there in existence.
Yeah, they are there, but they can ride a host because they, depending on the situations and what you read, they can't make direct contact with the physical plane, so they can use a physical body to do certain things that they can't do in whatever plane they occupy. Whatever the fuck, Okay. I went to a crazy voodoo exhibit at UCLA, a really cool one, right before I moved out from California to here, and the shrine to Baron Samedi, the Lord of Death, like the big dude in the voodoo mythology, had a freaking 3 foot tall Darth Vader statue on it. So voodoo just takes all that shit in. It's just like the stew of religions, man. A little Catholicism, a little pop culture, whatever works.
It's so funny, like you going to say, because I'm gonna nerd out a little bit. In World of Warcraft, there was a whole campaign about running with the Loas, like all the different Loas. The one you just mentioned is actually in the game. He's Loa of Death. Yeah. And then there's like all these different ones that they govern different parts, different things, stuff like that. Right. So yes, that's why when you said that, I was like, oh.
That's cool that you knew it, Johnny. Because they have that like Catholic backbone. It's not a strong backbone, but that's where you get the burning of the candles and the praying to a lot of saints, and then it diverges into a couple different other things that make up what is either Santeria or voodoo, or there's a few different religions that correspond to all that shit. James, 18 minutes into 9:30 in the shaman dips week. Let me tell you something, fucking James. All right. Here's what I do. All right. I put on makeup and shit for my people. What do? You get drunk and pass your ass out, and just cut out of a therapy, like and then you're gone.
And he left.
Just left us hanging. I was going to suggest you as a fourth tonight, James. Maybe I know why I didn't. Just completely undercutting us, you rat bastard. And I'm watching you too, Eric Kennedy. Don't think I'm not. My eyes are peeled. I got 4 of them now.
I keep getting these texts. I keep having to block phone numbers from.
I got the Tinkerer here to doing an oh, cool, deliberately. Nice, Ron.
Oh, that's a good scent.
Billy, I just saw your text. I truly was. Brett, I just saw your DM too. I truly am blind without the glasses when it comes to reading small print like that. And I didn't want to wear the glasses as the fucking shaman. So,
yeah, no.
So, did Mick make his announcement? Mick, did you make your announcement?
Oh no, I didn't.
You can make it now.
Okay, so you know what? I was going to show everybody, but I don't know. You know what? I don't think I can. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can. Here. See if I can get to it.
Shit.
That's not it.
Fred. Oh, that's a little too. Stop playing with your light, John. Okay. All right.
Oh, you know what? I don't have a.
Colored lights are taking the reviewer game by storm, Johnny Grooves. Have you noticed? Everyone's rocking colored lights. That's like the new thing. Did Joe just adjust his nose instead of his glasses? Indeed, I had. Cruz, he had too much pan dulce. What are you talking about, Gary? Are my comments not showing? No, yes, they are. Some things are better. Oh, is Cruz in here? Why does Joe have the God of War outfit on? Johnny, please explain. Oh, shit.
You got to rewind. I can't explain that, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jake Cruz, what I want you to do is when we sign off, when therapy posts, go to about 15 minutes in and start there. I mean, look at my name, Jake Cruz. It isn't Barbardo Joe tonight. There's a reason, and I'll let you watch the rest.
Well, I was trying to bring up a picture where I could get Johnny to share the screen, but I'm not having any luck.
Oh, excuse me.
Anyway,
Rob Acker says I'm not good enough for Dirty 930. He wanted the shaman.
So I made an announcement on my live stream last week that Ryan, which he's in here tonight, he's going to be off the channel for a while and kind of, for the most part, out of the community. And I got to thinking, you know, that was the name of our show. And the more I thought about it, I said, you know what? First, I took the names off of it, and it just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't set right with me. So I'm going to change the name of the channel. Actually, the name of the channel's changed right now. I got it all fixed up right before this show started, and Ken got the logo done. The logo is really close to the same, but I changed the name to Socially Bearded instead of the Beard Society. So if any of you guys see that pop up on your notifications, that's going to be why. Figure this would be a good place to tell. I don't know how many people's in here right now. I can't see, but
30-something.
I know there's more than what's usually in my stream, which I'll announce it again. But so yeah, if you guys see Socially Bearded, that's what it is.
And for those of you that were in the J Cruz stream last night, or even if you weren't, we're going to have both Aztec and J Cruz by the first week of March. Both of those guys are coming to therapy. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. Aztec will be in a couple weeks, and J Cruz, I think, is the first week of March. Oh, by the way, next week, let me double check my calendar, because this is one I always wait for. Even if he's going to tear my ass up in the chat, even if he's going to do me wrong in the chat, I'm going to tell you that It's going to be a good show next week because straight bearded motherfucking's ass is going to be right where Mick is this week. Rob will be our guest.
Oh, all
He doesn't
right.
do many lives. So Rob Acker, last live I saw him on for a purpose was when we did the class of 2019. You know?
Right.
So he doesn't do too many of them.
Ben, God, Ben's on me now. Ben just roasted me twice.
Oh, great. Another name change. Could have been McMahon Bearded. What do you mean you didn't know that, Rob? We DM'd last week. Oh, shit, you're getting old, motherfucker. First, he's calling the Tinker or whatever the hell he called it in his live, all right? The titty muncher. I don't know what he called it, but I was like, since I called Leonidas or whatever the hell that Luxen is wrong the entire time I did the live on them and he busted my chops. Well, actually, he set me straight. But he was calling it something other than the Tinker in his unboxing yesterday. And now he forgets that we DM'd. I'll screenshot him for you, you old fuck, to set up a date for him to be on here. That's funny. That's funny. He's 5, 6, 7 years younger than me, and he can't remember shit. Quit inhaling that wood dust, son.
It happens.
There it is. The Tinkerer.
Tinkerer.
The Tinkerer. That's it. You better get some better glasses, too, because he started at Tinkerer, and then something happened that he went to Tinkerer. But that saying, it was great seeing him do a review again, wasn't it? Or an unboxing, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's good to see him on that screen. I smoked a lot in my day. Yeah, you did.
That's why I don't erase any DMs. I keep them all.
Yeah.
Just in case I have to go back and be like, you said this. I'm like, no, I didn't. And then I can look for proof. Pete White, you're just gonna have to hang on until Monday to see Bandbox Fella.
Bandbox Fella. I've heard of them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait.
Heard the name.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. What
That's the name
does anybody
right now.
have any idea what they do or what he does? Or is that a secret too? I mean, if that's a secret,
You have to
no
wait
big
till
deal.
Monday. Wait till Monday.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what it is now. Yeah.
Monday, and you'll see. And it's all good. It's all good stuff for everybody. So
Cool.
yeah.
Hey, Ken, I didn't know
Yeah.
you were in here. What's up, brother? And Dagan? Another new company isn't a shock, says Gary Lewis.
I'm gonna stay
Hey,
quiet.
Big Peter, brother, good job, man. Thank you. Have a
I
good one.
cannot speak on the matter. They're banned with boxes. Oh man.
JG, I just put something in the StreamYard chat for you.
Okay. Whoop. I did not yet.
Okay. And Mick, that pertains to you too, because you know that's yours as well. You're
Okay.
gonna get that too.
So we're gonna bestow upon certain community members the Blue Wrench. Okay. One is going to be Ron, deliberately bearded. So he will have a Blue Wrench. He's now moderator of the channel.
Ooh, yeah.
Congrats,
Mick?
Ron.
Oh yeah.
Mick, if you would just put something in the chat there, and I can hand you the wrench as well.
Give me just 1 second. And I
What the fuck?
appreciate it.
You going to get a dictionary to look up a word? What the? Mick, I'm going to give you a Blue Wrench. Okay, I'm going to fuck off. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go find the 3930 shop and we're going to go have a beer.
He needs to be able to make a comment. I don't think he can make a comment.
My phone's my camera. I had to grab my tablet.
Yeah. It's to say like he needs. I know exactly why he
I
left.
just got to switch accounts real quick on my tablet.
Hey, I deserve a Blue Wrench, but now that you guys decided to give me one, fuck off. There you go, boys. See ya. Thank you. I just wanted you to give me one. So
I'm
I
going to
can-
ride my circus cow right the fuck out of here.
It's all saddled up and ready. I don't know what is the circus cows will have saddles.
By the way, if you're not, for some silly reason, following Deliberately Bearded and in here, if you're not following anyone that is in that chat or on this screen and you're in here, you need to, because we are the D930 crew. But Johnny, did you see what the fuck Mick did for Ron.
No.
Oh my God. It was the most touching, simplest, but sweetest thing I've ever seen. And Ron posted it. Ron is a blue wrench on the Beard Society.
Socially bearded.
What's that? So
Socially bearded.
not socially bearded. But it was the Beard Society because Mick made him a little wooden frame with TBS and a wrench mounted on it, painted blue, as well as a couple other little things for Ron to kind of officially say, "Here you go, motherfucker." It was like the shaman staff, man. It was his blue wrench legit. And I thought it was just the greatest idea, just a great fucking thing. And Ron was touched by it, and I was just touched by the idea of it. Very, very cool.
I accidentally banned you from the channel. Then I had to unban you and then give you the wrench.
Oh, who's got the power now, bitches?
It's like the button to make someone a moderator and to ban them from the channel. They're like right there, and I'm like, oh
Right
shit, all one.
Oh, that wasn't accidental, Mick. That was Johnny flexing. Don't you walk off the screen when he gives you the blue red. That's what he was saying right there. He's like, "Oh, Mick, I banned you from the channel accidentally."
Fucking show you something.
Since you added 2 new wrenches, can we take some old ones away? I don't know that Johnny has really even. I know of 2.
I know we added 2 for the one night.
I know of Brett and Chris. Who else has one aside from you and me?
Brett, Chris,
Joe, Bearded Life Joe.
Bearded Life Joe.
Okay. But Bearded Life Joe is never in here. Ron is always in here. Mick is always in here.
Yeah. We'll probably take those temporaries.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's a Johnny Grooms question. I'm booking the guests. Johnny is all the tech, baby.
When Ron opened that live, I jumped on there with him for a minute, and I'm going to be honest, and I hope nobody takes offense to this, nobody else other than Ron, but I don't think I've ever felt more appreciated when he got all that open, and kicked the beard oil and the butter and stuff that that was just some stuff I had, that I don't use very much. I just threw in there because I didn't think he had it because it was like very limited stuff from Lux. Kick that aside. The stuff that I made, I don't think I've ever felt more appreciated, damn sure in this community, but maybe even outside, that was it almost got me. Hell, it almost got him. And that's when I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, Mick, you were here the night Ron was on, and Ron told us about his literal life story. He had a hard upbringing, man, and
right.
And he really has thrown himself in whole hog into this community, and has given whole hog of himself. And I could see why a gesture, which for you, I'm sure, with your skills and stuff, was just a simple thing, but would meant so much to him because it is a tangible item that he can now look at anytime he wants. It's almost like a yearbook, right? It's like a time capsule kind of thing, right? It's a tangible item that he can look if he mounts it or if he put it somewhere, and that can instantaneously fill him with great thoughts. We as teachers, whenever students write us letters or cards, we keep whatever we call it, but it's this folder of shit. So when the job has you down, you dive into that folder and say, you know what? I'm not a fuck up at my job. Oh, okay. And I think it's the same kind of thing. If Ron is having a down day in the community, he can look there and go, I'm valued. And that makes me feel good. And when I saw, Ron and I communicate a lot. Ron's a great supporter of my channel. We've talked a lot. We had him as a guest. So I know the genuineness behind the man. And when I saw his post, I almost lost it, man. I was like, fuck, that's amazing. The simplest things, motherfuckers. The simplest things. All the beard shit you sent him, however many dollars they cost you, Mick. And I'm not trying to be crass here, but that was a total afterthought. Sure, it's nice and you use it, but that's a total afterthought. He loved that handmade shit that you did.
Yep. You seen it too. I was trying not to laugh during a serious moment.
I know I'm still wearing his makeup, but that was a different dude. He rode me, brother. He got in there. He got in. He rode me.
Got
I was
in
in
deep.
3930, Sean. Not me.
Real deep into the crevices.
Do you think, Rob? Do you think if I had knowledge of the Abe Lincoln in a year and a half that Johnny and I have been doing this, I wouldn't have dropped it by now? That came straight from the shaman's heart, not from mine. And really, the conquest of El Salvador. Who thinks of this shit
Yes.
except for the manifestation of the 930 crew?
I feel like there's got to be a book out there that has all these terms.
Well, there used to be a website, John. Holy shit, there were a lot of them. Some of them were just gems. I've heard. I kind of picked up the filtration of the shaman's thoughts while he was inside of me, if you will, but not that way.
No.
The shaman is king. Thank you, Brett.
Shaman.
Thank you, Brett.
Oh, that was me.
Chillicothe Marble Toss. Hometown proud. What the fuck?
Is that another thing?
What is
Is
that?
another thing to know about?
What is that?
I don't know.
What I mean, James Persian, you got to talk to us.
Yeah,
I know
allow-
Chillicothe is in Ohio. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Chillicothe, Ohio? Chillicothe? Look up hobbler on Urban Dictionary. I'm looking it up right now. I actually got a term accepted on Urban Dictionary many, many years ago.
Oh God. The Chillicothe marble toss.
Cobbler. Did you look it up,
Look
DG?
it up on Urban Dictionary.
I'm looking it up.
That's not even. How do you? Huh? Is that?
Is that my internet or is it?
No, that's
John's?
me trying to figure out how to figure out how that
It might be
happens. No, that's me. I'm having a conversation with myself again. Oh, James, you're a sick man. No. That's weird. Who thinks of that? Basically, is if I can just highlight what this is, right? Is you take one of your two guys down there, and I don't even know how to say this without saying it. And you pop it in your significant other's hole, in the region hole, and then he or she, wherever your preference is, pops it back out again. How is that pleasurable?
I feel like it would be a naturally occurring anal bead.
There you go. But like, I guess that's pleasurable for the person receiving, because that's not going to.
Oh no, that's going to hurt like hell. Especially if there's a clinch moment, that's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
I mean, you got this-
Oh my God!
I mean,
Oh no! Did somebody hear me, Joe?
No. It's just I realized now because it was because I couldn't have the headphones on as the shaman. I decided to go ahead and put me in.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just realized it. No. Yeah, Mo, you're about an hour, 10 minutes.
oh
late.
god,
Yeah.
Okay, I live about 30 miles northeast of Chillicothe and never heard of that, let alone met a girl that could do that. I think I would be afraid of that girl. Says Bushido. Oh shit! So Pershing was giving us a term. I didn't realize that.
That's why I said let me look it up real quick, because I said it sounds like a term, and I put it in, and that could go very bad, because it could go inward, and then like how do you get that out?
whoa. Well, look what James said. James kind of explained it.
Where's James? Where'd he go? Is
Wait.
he up?
4 or 5 from the bottom.
They may have.
Man left Thursday.
Yeah, it's not going to be on YouTube. That would not make YouTube.
Oh. That one won't make YouTube.
No, you have to see that on StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm looking in the YouTube chat and I'm not seeing anything. Shafarge. Oh, I wish the shaman had known that one, James. That's a beauty.
Hey, here in just a second, you ain't gonna see nothing from Ken no more. He said the other day, he said when it crosses a certain line, he said I have to leave. Thanks, James. You just ran Ken off.
Chillicothe. There we go. Chillicothe.
Oh God.
Here's what I know. Both Beard, Bushido, and James. My favorite detective was a guy named Nero Wolfe, written by Rex Stout. He wrote detective novels of the kind of whodunit type from the 30s to the 70s. But Rex Stout, Nero Wolfe was a big fat son of a bitch. He was like 280, so he never left the house. So his right hand man, Archie Goodwin, did all his legwork, and Archie Goodwin was from Chillicothe, Ohio, and that's the first time I ever encountered that term. Hey, Dave, Beer Guy, Kansas City. What's up, brother?
Oh, man.
That's weird. That Pershing is from Ohio and loves all the Michigan teams. What a fucking traitor, dude.
Wow.
What a fucking traitor. One of these days he's gonna. I know he said he would follow the shaman to the end of the earth, but that's suspect right there, boy.
Okay, I need to make a correction, and I remember this now. I was remembering Ken's statement a little bit wrong. It was the pustules being extracted where he drew his line. Yeah.
By the way,
Jesus fucking Christ.
For all of you like Ken who think that was very gross, I'm fine. You know, the staph infection is better. There's no more pus coming. Thank you for being so concerned for my well-being. But, you know, that's all been cleared up. You know, staph, which can kill you. I'm good. I'll be here to hang with you guys for a little bit longer, you fucks. Just so y'all know that.
You were getting taken care of. So I was like, he's probably fine out of the woods. I'm not too concerned. He's getting milked on the regular.
The best part of that whole infection was being able to make that video because I knew Johnny would show it.
Oh, it's so gross. So gross.
Oh, dear. Oh, Johnny, I got to tell you. So I was thinking, like, I watched the best surstroming video, the noises this guy makes. So I'm thinking it's his. Okay, so it's his YouTube. If I did a screen capture of it, I was just trying to figure out how we could show it. But oh my God! At the very least, I'm sending you the link just so you can. The noise, and he vomits hard.
Ugh.
But the noises he makes when he's smelling the shit.
I don't.
The Bell Life have a pretty good surstroming video.
Who the Bell Life? I don't know.
Yeah, you need to check them out. Both of y'all need to check them out because they're always either eating something hot, eating something nasty, or they are beating the fuck out of each other with something.
Sounds like my kind of channel. All right, the Bell Life. I will check them out, Nick. I've been on a kick lately. JG, you might like this. There's this thing called the Try Channel, and it's Irish people just eating and drinking all kinds of shit. You know, doesn't matter. Japanese snacks, American, you know, because a lot of the stuff that we take as everyday foods, they can't get in Ireland. So they'll eat like a Hostess Twinkie and, you know, and chat about it or drink craft beers, you know, from America. And they're short. They're like 6 to 10 minutes long. The people that are on there are funny. You know, they get like little pairs of them. That's been what I've been watching. Motivate me and the kids. We just filmed both episodes of The Netherlands and Dante joined us. Little did we know though, before Dante joined us. Now, mind you, kid had a shaggy head of hair because we haven't been able to go to the barbers. And he had Bella shave his head the night before. So I wake up and he is ass bald on top. And I was like, holy cow. So he's showing up as a bald headed kid when those things drop. Right now, grooming in the house.
I was thinking about when it's not enough to make an actual channel over it, but it'd be fun to like. What are you doing? Oh, okay, all right. It'd be fun to make a channel with some like of the beard creators and stuff like that, or not content creators, but even members of the community, where we would do like Jackass type stuff. You know,
yeah, I'd get in on that.
It'd be fun, like, a fun channel, like you know, they got these kids doing that kind of stuff where they. You know, they take their entire pool and they fill it up with Orbeez and they jump off of the, you know, shit. And, you know, they just do things. So they make the Devil's, I think it's called Devil's Foam or something like that. You ever seen what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Foam. Like they
Yeah.
put these chemicals together and it like expands and it takes up their entire front lawn and shit.
Sometimes they call it elephant toothpaste.
Yes.
They call it elephant toothpaste also, yeah.
Like that would be funny, like with this community, you know?
Yeah.
And then we can have bare knuckle fights in the backyard.
Not my old ass. I'll break. Holy shit, dude. But I'm with you. Something like that was kind of like a just contributors just dropped videos on. I think that would be very cool, very fun.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we need to get a hype house.
The worst one I seen on that channel I was just talking about, they found a tactical whip. So it's basically a metal handle with a steel cable, and they whoop the shit out of each other with it.
Oh my god.
Little bastards.
Damn.
They show the damage and everything. Like they have to dispute. They put out 2 or 3. They got 2 channels. One of them's a vlog channel, like for their life stuff. But the actual channel, I mean, man, and they put out 2 or 3 videos a week on that channel, and you can see like you'll watch that whip video, and you'll still see like scars and stuff.
Wow.
They got a lot of subscribers, and I think they make pretty good money because one of them's building a brand new house right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what we do is like for one summer, for the entire for the month, you get a house, right? We get like a group of like core, maybe like 5-6 guys living in the one house for the entire month, and all you do from morning to night is film videos for the channels doing stupid shit. I mean, it could get boring. It could not get boring, but you have that whole month. You knock out all this content for an entire month.
Yeah.
By the time you're done filming for an entire month, you should have enough videos to last you an entire year.
Yeah.
So that's why and then you do that once a year. You go into the house, you rent the house, and for 1 month, you just do stupid shit and film it enough videos for a year, and two a week. For the entire, you figure out how many that is, you do the math, and that's it, and you just knock it out, and your channel's getting monetized and all that stuff. And
Bushido, I'm not talking about Hard to Hurt, but it is the Stinger Tactical Whip. It's on the Bell Life, but I'm going to check out that Hard to Hurt because I haven't heard of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down.
Bushido, do you mean the Russian ones where the 2 dudes stand there almost like they're arm wrestling and then slap the shit out of each other? Because we showed some of that video way back in early therapy days. That's crazy. If that's what you're talking about, Bushido. That's good stuff. If you're a sick fuck like me and Johnny are who enjoy that kind of shit. Mick, have you ever seen those Russian dudes do that slap fighting?
That big boy? The one he's not even all muscled up. I mean, he might be, but he's kind of chubby too. Yeah. That dude, I swear, it looks like he's gonna slap somebody's head off. On some of them slaps. That's rough. If that dude slapped me like that, I'd probably shoot him. I don't know if I could be able to contain myself. Like, if you slap me that hard, you better be ready to choke me to death after you do it, because getting slapped makes me so mad. I mean, it lights me on fire. Punch me, don't slap me.
Yeah, because a punch, you're like, okay, you got the better of me. But slap has a little of that psychological effect. It's not just a physical sting. Yeah.
It's a respect move. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I'm right with you, Mick. It's got that extra little bit of oomph,
And that dude, he slaps people to sleep.
Wow.
Because he slaps them like right around here. It's not so much here. It's more like here, and that knocks you out. Your vein, your like main vein. You slap someone on that. Let's see. I don't know where the vein is, but like I'm pretty sure, like either side. Like if he slapped him like over here, I don't. Maybe that wouldn't knock somebody out. I don't know if they get full cheek in, but he really goes like behind back of the ear by the neck area. And that's where his slaps land. That should be illegal, but I'm not the slap referee. Neither do I want to be the guy to be like, "Hey, you slapped him wrong." So he can show me how he slaps him right, and then I'm knocked out.
I've seen that guy that Bushido's talking about too, the crazy Hawaiian.
I haven't seen him.
Pretty scary looking too. Yeah.
See, they're still refining the rules, JG, because remember when UFC debuted in the early 90s, elbows were legal, and then they got made illegal, and now they're legal again, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So they're no one has figured out probably the old fucking slap to the fucking carotid artery or whatever the hell it is yet, but someone will, and then that dude's going to have to come up with a new strategy if this international slapping takes hold.
I feel like it's got to be cheeks only, like cheekbone. You know, they wear mouth guard.
That's funny.
I mean, I think there's got to be a level of. I think they got to kind of look at intention also because, when you're rearing back that hard and slapping somebody, the point is to slap them as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you lose a little bit of control on, I've seen them miss and just clip like right here in the nose, just a little bit of and it's not a good slap. It probably hurts like hell, but it ain't coming close to knocking you out.
Yeah.
You got to catch, that jaw, that knockout spot on the jaw and part of the ear and, or even around on the back of the head, maybe.
See, here's what trips me out about the sport. If you're doing any of the Eastern martial arts, if you're wrestling, like legit wrestling, if you're boxing, if you're street fighting, if you're arm wrestling, all of that shit comes with a degree of expectation. I'm going to hit him. He's going to hit me. I'm moving. In this fucking sport, you have to literally stand stock still and go, I'm about to get my ass whooped. And hope that I get to whoop back. There's no other sport like that I can think of off the top of my head. There's always give and take, but no one stands still and gets their ass whooped. Slapping the ear is be illegal. Okay, I think, but not north. If you watch the Russians, they are careful to slap on the cheek. Nice. Holy shit, but Bushido is a slap fighting like savant over here. Who knew?
I feel like you're right. Yeah.
We played slap ass with the girls on High Street. Well done, Ron. Well done.
Okay.
One liver shot and you go down.
That's true. God.
You lose some, you win some. Yeah. When we were younger, the homies in the neighborhood was slap box. Yeah, we didn't get into all that when I was younger, Healthy.
Yeah, we did the slap boxing thing.
Yeah.
And then we played manhunt with rocks. So like let's say like you were hiding and the person coming after you pegged you with a rock, like threw a rock at you and hit you. It's the same as him catching you. So we would throw rocks at each other, like good sized rocks, like that size. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No one got hurt. It's just it's what we did.
I thought BB gun fights sounded bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say a BB gun. Would I want a rock that size or a BB?
Probably a BB. Because a rock hits you on the back of the head, like you're gonna be messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I used to always go for people's legs. I used to like to whip it like down below, so like get him right in the legs.
The legs are undervalued, man. Ask McGregor how he feels about those fucking legs today, right? You go after those legs, you can do some damage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. JG started the bloodthirst at a young
I always figured my thought process behind that was if I get him in the leg, he can't run. So that's why I thought
So while JG is slinging rocks, I'm playing Sega Genesis. That's all I'm going to say because the people, the suburban kids I hung out with, we weren't rock slinging. We were doing NHL on Sega or Madden on Sega.
And we were doing that on a construction site of an apartment complex. So like there were these like townhouses, but they were like the wooden skeletons of the townhouses. And that's where we played it. That's where we played Manhunt. It was the best thing ever because there was nobody there. It was abandoned. It wasn't abandoned, but like the work site that people have gone for the day. And we had all these houses that we could run in and out of, go up and down steps. It was fun. There was a lot of places where there were no walls, so you had to be careful, or else your ass would fall like 2 stories straight down. Like it was fun. Like we had a great time, and we did it like every day. Every time the weather was nice, that's where we would go. We would go running around in there and play Manhunt with rocks. It was great.
I think Mick has a story because Mrs. McMahon dropped something in the chat and Mick reacted to it. So, Mick, are you going to share anything or no?
I almost killed my wife with a BB gun.
Oh,
yeah.
Now she's here, so I can't ask you if it was intentional because you'd probably lie. So, what's the story?
Well, okay, so unloading the BB gun was intentional. but not into her knee, and certainly not to give her blood poisoning and have to have orthoscopic surgery and all that. Yeah. So,
Wow.
okay. I don't know if anybody else does this, but the way I unload a BB gun is I stick it to my foot and shoot it. Right. Like the sole of my shoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So the BB gun was sitting inside the house, and like I went to pull the slide back is how you load it. Well, I noticed it was already pulled back, and I'm like, damn, I was just checking it to see if it, was loaded or unloaded. Like, damn, this thing's loaded. Well, it had a pellet in it, so it wasn't sliding back. So I told her, I said, no, it had a BB in it. It had a BB in it. It wasn't a pellet. I think it might have been a pellet. Anyway, I told her, I said, she had a Doc Martin boot on. That little BB gun, it was a little weak thing. And I told her, I said, here, stick the sole of your shoe up here. And she was sitting on the bed, and she stuck her shoe up there. And I stuck it down there. I saw, and she knew what I was going to do. And right when I pulled the trigger, she goes, no, and jerks her foot down. And it was too late. Trigger was already pulled. And it essentially went in her knee. But there was no blood. There was no nothing. There was just there wasn't even really a mark. And I was like, huh. So I got a magnet and I stuck it to her knee. And I was like, you feel anything pulling? And she was like, no. I was like, I guess it just bounced off of you then. I guess it just hurt. And then I wasn't even sure that there was even really a BB in it. Because like I said, there was never no blood. There wasn't a mark. There wasn't an entry wound. And then like weeks and weeks and weeks go by. And her knee starts hurting bad. She's like, I know it's a fucking BB. I'm like, oh, shit. Wow. She goes to the freaking emergency room and they said, yeah, you got a BB in there. Who shot you? How'd you get shot? They start calling the police. And she was like, her quick thinking, she was like, well, my husband shot me, but it was a ricochet off a tree. And they were like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then, so we had to go all the way to Oklahoma City for orthoscopic surgery. And they tried the same shit.
Oh, damn.
How'd you get shot? Anytime a firearms involved, police get called. And I was like, I'll pick you up when you're done. One of them type things. But yeah, it was, I guess that BB was trying to rust in there. And yeah, and it was giving her damn blood poisoning.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right. So I just, because I love Mick, there are just a couple things I got to say about this story. Number one, I love that Mick's quick thinking husband medicine is grab a fucking magnet. Oh, yeah,
you got to take it out, right?
You feel anything, honey? You feel anything trying to pull from the inside of you and pop out real quick? No? Okay, we're good.
Are they even magnetic?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Aren't they like copper or something?
I honestly have no idea.
So here's the great thing. If that is a kid, you're just taking him to the ER to be sure. Most cases, right? Right, but because it's an adult, this is why he's like, oh fuck, honey, we're good. Now the second part of this is I love that in a state where people value cows as circus animals, she can just come up with, oh, my husband shot me, but it was a ricochet, and the Oklahoma doctors are like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, okay, that's fine. We buy that shit, no problem. That is such a great, and there's other shit, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Mrs. Mick, you're more of a saint than I thought you were. Pellets are lead, BBs are copper. I think that's what I thought, Rob. Pellets are lead, BBs are copper. And how magnetic is copper? Copper's not magnetic, right?
At all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
And still problems. Oh boy, she's playing. Look at this, man.
Well, yeah, she plays that out pretty hard.
Poor Mrs. McMahon is the only woman.
So listen, let me. And actually, this is no joke. Her family has like hereditary arthritis. I don't know if it's like rheumatoid or the other one. I'm not an arthritis expert, obviously, but so when they went in there to take that out, they said we'll scrape the arth because they have all the women in her family have horrible knees. They have arthritis that forms in the knees. They said we'll scrape the arthritis off there and your knee will be better. They must have scraped part of the bone because that one's worse than the one that still has arthritis left in it.
Wow.
No. Okay. Now, Mick, this is a genuine question I have because I have arthritis in my knees, my elbows, you name a joint, and I've got an itis in it. How did they scrape it out? I thought it was just nonstop inflammation or scarring or whatever the hell it is.
It was, babe, come here for a second. You ain't got to get on camera if you don't want to. don't know if she heard me. She's got my headphones on in there.
Probably
Well,
gonna punch you across
She
the
heard me
head.
because I'm talking to the microphone.
Any people in there? No. And she still touch it. Wait, how good do you have to play pipe?
So,
Yeah.
can you explain that? You're not on camera right here. The camera's faced this way.
Explain what?
How they remember they scraped that arthritis?
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. He just said when I come out of surgery that they scraped my knee while they were in there because there was arthritis.
So
Wow.
it looked like it would almost remind you of a kidney stone. Not quite as gnarly,
Okay.
but I mean I remember he showed it to us and it was, I mean, like it would remind you of a flake off of a crystal or something, you know, that you would find in
But he
like a
also
gift
said
shop.
after he scraped it that it would come back, and it would probably come back worse, and that's exactly what it did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he told her
Oh.
after he scraped it. Why he scraped it, if he knew that, I mean,
yeah, why
makes
do
no
it?
sense to me.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Yeah, because her knees are bone to bone, is what they told her. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I trashed the meniscus in one of mine, and I think mine are there or pretty damn close. The doctor said
Yeah.
to me at the time, "You're going to need an artificial knee at some point later," and it's just
Yeah.
No.
All the women in her family, her mom's already started getting artificial joints. I think she's got 2 knees and a shoulder.
damn.
Her granny's got, I think, both shoulders, both knees, and elbow. I'm not sure.
Granny has shoulder, knee, and hips.
Granny is shoulder, knee, and hips. And what's your mom?
Knees.
Knees. Okay.
I wanna
Okay,
order
look at what Billy said in the chat. His last 2 knee surgeries, they took out over an inch of arthritis. I didn't know. I mean, I never knew you could remove, even if it comes back. I never knew you could remove like arthritis. I didn't know that was something that could be taken out of you. I just thought it was like
I
there.
didn't either. Yeah.
That's wild. Look at James Pershing's comment a little earlier, by the way, Mick. I'm not going to read that aloud, but it starts with how good.
Oh,
And then he had a follow-up comment to that.
yeah.
She's still touching.
And Ryan piled on to that. Oh, shit. My wife is the same way, bone on bone. I don't know, Ryan. That sounds a little interesting with the way you put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
March 9th. Oh, damn. Copper John, you're young, Tyson, to be doing full knee replacements, brother.
Ouch. God damn, it fucking hurts my knees just talking about it.
Rogers says he's 20 years older in the knee. I get that, Billy.
Look at Eric. Oh.
Man, be careful. You got to, hey, the Abe Lincoln is a young man's game. When you get old, you can't make that quick transition. Unless you're lean, right? Like Ron. Ron could make that quick transition because he's a lean dude.
Yeah.
Nick and I carry a few extra pounds. That's a hard transition to make. You know what I mean?
Right.
Our Abe Lincoln days are over. However, we can.
Transitions are planned around this house. I mean, they're planned in advance.
He better just have had a fresh arthritis scrape if he's going to be trying that shit. That's all I got to say.
Oh,
He's got a 1 week window after that arthritis scrape. After that, there's no way he's doing it. Whew. Johnny Grooves could probably pull it off. Johnny Grooves is young enough. He's still he's lost a lot of weight from where he was at one point. I think Johnny could still pull it off.
I think he
what,
could.
the Abe Lincoln?
The transition,
The transition.
you know, from being in the missionary to get up there to the upper hemisphere real quick. You know,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, oh, that's a weekly practice in the group's household. I
If you're
just don't
going
shave.
if you're going to perform the Abe Lincoln, you have to apply the glue first.
Yes,
It's
the
not-
glue is essential, or it's not. It's a bald Lincoln. I mean, what do you do?
It's a bust if you don't apply glue. So
you know, from
You're going to throw that hair at her. It's going to be like she got hit in the face with tinsel or something. You know,
probably will get knocked out if I tried that. If I went that far with the hair and stuff like that.
yeah.
But moving from one area to the next, I could do that.
Yeah, see, Johnny's still.
Quick pivot, you know, just a right over.
Mick, what is your age? I don't think I know. Are you mid 40s?
no, I'm 35.
That's bullshit.
No, I swear.
35,
I
I'm older
was
than you.
born in 85.
Yeah, I'm older.
Wait. 40. No, you're 35?
Yeah, I'll be 36 in 4 months.
Yeah, I'm turning 37.
Johnny is older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born 80. I'm an 85 guy. Dude, there's a lot of us 85 guys in the community. There's like 20 of them. If I sit here and thought long enough, I could probably name half of them. I think. No, never mind. I was gonna say Benjamin's one, but he's not.
Joe is completely fucked up. No,
I'm out. I'm calling it a night. Holy shit! I thought you were like 41, 42.
Thanks, you fucking prick.
I was waiting for that one.
What makes him look so much older?
It's not that. It's the way he carries himself. You know, he's got a little wisdom to him that I expect from a man with a little more age.
It's not the age; it's the miles. You can gain wisdom with miles too.
Yeah,
I promise you that.
Yeah.
I'm serious about that.
Yeah.
I put myself in the worst fucking situations ever known to man until my daughter was born. Really.
See, now that all makes sense because I'm like, what is this 43-year-old dude doing with such a young daughter? Doesn't he know how to plan that shit better? But no, if you're 35 and you got your little daughter, that makes total sense.
Yep. I was 27.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was 27 when she was born. So I'll turn 36 and then she'll turn 9. And so on and so forth. Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad. We were 39 when we had the twins, and I'm like, that's really pushing the fucking on because no one wants grandma and grandpa as their mom and dad, right? So it's doing shit like the Dirty 930 Shaman and snack videos that I do to keep myself young so they don't look at me as grandpa. I don't know if I'm succeeding though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Oklahoma slow talkers.
Yeah. And what my wife said, that's no joke. My childhood was work. When you turn at my dad and grandpa's place, when you turn 5, you start working. And you fucking work. You work every single day until you're old enough to leave and make your own decisions. And then guess what? If you need to go visit or you need some money, guess what? Well, all right, come on, let's get our work done and I'll give you what you want.
No shit.
Especially when you're still in your early 20s. You know, that's when you generally need some money. When you ain't got none. You know, that's how that works.
So how old is Ryan?
Ryan is at least 68.
God damn, he looks good for 68.
No, Ryan is 40. Ryan just turned 40.
Okay, because I pegged him as early 40s, like 40 to 43. All right.
Yeah.
That is great. 68. Are you still in here, Ryan? That's great if you are. Oh, he is. He is. That's great. Bless that woman, says Rob Acker. No doubt. No doubt. You got that one right. It is the miles. Not sure about the wisdom, though. I don't make a mistake only once or twice. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Bushido. I'm seeing 54 this year, and there's certain things you just never learn.
You know, and that's one of the things about me making all these videos because most content creators, like Johnny, he knows. You know, he does other things other than doing reviews. He knows stuff about gaming. He knows all these other things. I can't do that extra stuff. You know why?
Why?
Because it would be how to drive a fucking fence post. It'd be how to stretch barbed wire. It'd be how to doctor a cow.
So do it.
You know,
If
like
you really
Ken from Bluegrass. You know, he knows everything about computers. You know, Dan knows everything about history.
Wait. Mick, is it a circus cow that you doctored? Because that's going to get some views. Right? If you can prove that's a fucking cow that goes in a circus, that's going to get some views. Because 95% of America is going, there are no cows in circuses.
Yeah.
So if you could get like a big top as a set and be like, hey, this is old Mick, and I'm here to doctor me a circus cow. You know, that's going to get views, dude. No, but
what? We got a couple of tame cows. I could probably, if I could find a tent big enough or like an awning or something, I could almost pull that off.
Seriously, Mick, you could do that shit. The day Johnny Grooms showed me a dude power washing his fucking driveway, and it had hundreds of thousands of views.
Yes.
There are people out there that want to see fence posts driven and barbed wire unspooled or hung.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
There's an
I
audience.
guarantee you that.
I just
Now,
started reviewing
you-
granola. I started reviewing granola. I had my first review on granola on Instagram. I want to see how it goes. So far, it has got more views on Instagram than a lot of my YouTube channels. So,
Right.
I mean, people watch anything, especially if you like add a little of your personality into it, and you just you throw a little joke in there every now and then, and you smile at the camera and shit.
Okay, a couple things, because now that I'm Joe. Firstly, coin to Pershing, he's been on fire tonight. Coin to Devin for saying that I thought Joe was 154. All right, so that's a coin to Devin. Rob Acker, I'm getting a bit of the Johnny Groom's wife treatment tonight with this whole thing. Bella loved it. Dante loved it. The wife just turned her nose up at it. Like, what the hell are you? Like, she went upstairs early because I guess I've been loud the last couple of weeks. So the live is a bit of a touchy point because I've been loud. So I try to stay mellow this week. But she came down when Bella was doing my makeup, and it was just like Bella was dressing a turd, baby. And it was just like, no. So, yes. So my wife with the sweet fucking voice does not like the dirty 930 shaman in the slightest. Joe, do you have baby oil at home? Why would I? I have a shit ton of butter and balm, and beard oil. They all smell better. But Pete, I answered your question purely to get your response. So please do respond. Oh, 52 on March, Bushido. Yeah. There's a core of us over 50s. I thought Mick was one of us. I mean, if I'm being honest, I said early 40s to be nice to the guy because he looks 65 if he looks a day under 40. No, there's no way. When he said, go back and rewatch this just for when Mick says he's 35. Look at how flabbergasted my ass looked. Like I was paralyzed for like a good 20 seconds. I was like, who's yanking my dick right now? Because there's no way this man is 35. But that's not all in the face. It's the Abraham Lincoln for me. This is Mick. He's as old as hell instead of me. She knew it was getting loud tonight. Ron, I've tried to keep it toned. When the shaman was out here, he was very quiet. In fact, he didn't say a whole hell of a lot, Yeah, so anywho.
Whoever you gave coins to, they have to DM me.
Yes, so Devin and James DM Johnny. Kennedy is right there. He's close. We gave blue wrenches, so I don't have to we did that. Johnny assigned the blue wrenches, so that's good. Nick can shoot his misses with BBs, and Joe catches heat from being too. Ain't it the truth, Bushido? There's just some shit that isn't fair. There is some shit that isn't fair in this world.
Fair.
The shaman taught me a new technique with that stuff. I just got to say this about Rob because I love Rob. So I wasn't letting anyone in on the shaman business because I wanted to be. The only people who knew were Johnny and Mick and Ryan because they were going to be guests, right? So I'm DMing with Rob, and I said, Rob always calls me stupid with 2 O's. And I said to him, I'm like, you know how you always call me stupid? Well, tonight's going to be the epitome of that shit. And I said, and he's like, well, can you let me in on it? I'm like, I can, but the surprise is kind of very. The first surprise is very visual, right? And so when he said just a taste, I threw a picture of the QAnon shaman in there, and he was like, "Oh wow," because I knew people were like, I had no idea how it was going to go, but when that's the clue, I could see people going, "What the fuck is going down now?"
It's funny. I forgot about what you I forgot this was happening until you sent me that. Send me a picture.
Was it a picture of Bella putting my makeup on, or before that? Because I sent you a DM with Bella applying the makeup early on.
No, it was the.
I had absolutely no clue he'd go this far. Oh, hell yeah, baby! Hell yeah! Why not, brothers? That's what we're here for, is to have a little bit of fun. Now, I'll be honest with you, Rob. I didn't know I'd go Abe Lincoln far. That's the spirit moved me right there. You know how some people talk in tongues and the dudes get bit by the snakes and drink the strychnine and they don't get hurt? It was one of those moments when Abe Lincoln popped out.
Yeah, when I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, he's doing that. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about it.
We need a live stream with Mick and Maximus to see who woos the heifers the best. Well, I'll tell you what. When Mick did UBA, he started out with his first shot was being at the barn that he knew from his youth, and I was like, "That's really fucking cool." So I know Maximus is dealing with like crowds of cows, but I'm gonna back Mick.
Oh, yeah.
Mick is my boy. I'll take an Oklahoma steer over. I think everyone's like, "Oh, everything's so big in Texas." Give me the underdog in OK. I'll take the underdog in OK, baby.
And it's funny Billy says that because that might be. I don't know about the heifer part, but Mick and Maximus might be a upcoming event.
Rob is right. She does need all the coins.
All the coins.
She needs all the coins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would give one to Mrs. McMahon for fucking being assaulted by her husband.
oh my god!
But and getting blood poisoned by him. But what's she going to do with the coin?
How'd you make up for that?
But I got to say, Johnny Grooms, Mrs. McMahon has been a regular viewer. Fuck it. That's a great idea. Mrs. McMahon, you get a coin. DM Johnny Grooms that you have gotten a coin. Oh, she can't. She doesn't have an Mick, if you really want to make up for many years of a BB in your wife's leg, you can DM Johnny Grooms on behalf of your wife. Prove that
I will do that.
Not dead. Yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
You know what? So I don't forget, I will do that right now.
Yeah.
I have to add the number. What is this? The 4th week we're doing this, so this is number 4 on the coin.
Johnny, I saw the new thingy tonight. Is that what we're going to? Are we going to the coin?
Oh, I just did that. I just did that because you were doing that, and I was like, all right, so this is gonna
The thumbnail changed. Johnny had his new coin design as the thumbnail for this.
I said, no, what's with that picture? I said, I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah.
If he lives through the night, says Mrs. Mick. You and me both, Mick. My wife has actually traveled down a couple times, and I think I've been quiet, but I have definitely gotten the Medusa glare. I'm being quiet, baby. Maybe it's this red, white, and blue on my face, and she's just like, I fucking married this guy. I married and had children with this man, and he's dressing up like it's Halloween. Oh shit.
I mean,
God.
I think me and my wife had a conversation. We were like, I was like, like what I do, as for hobby and stuff like that, and who I talk to during the time. Like, it's basically like I talk to a bunch of guys, like a bunch of older men, and we talk about beards and stuff like that. And I said, compared to a lot of like other hobbies that husbands have, and like I'm like, it's like the safest thing for you. You have nothing to worry about, like
Yeah.
It's just and she was like, yeah, and then that was it, and that's why like I bought some beard products and stuff like that because it's like it's like a harmless hobby. And of course, I value anything. You don't let it get out of control and you start spending like a crazy amount of money, but other than that, like she can always find me. She knows exactly where I am.
Yeah, right.
There's no. She knows who I talk to because everything's public,
Right?
Everything's
documented. Johnny's covered all bases.
And I don't leave the house. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm the same way. Only place I go is work.
Yeah. You only see the next video of Mick without a beard.
Yeah.
Next video going to be a reset.
Gary, I know of the Rob Zombie movies, but I haven't seen them. But now I want to take a look to see if he had a patriotic clown in the mix.
Wait, what?
Gary Bowman said I look like the clown from the Rob Zombie movies.
Oh, from Devil's Rejects. Captain
James is on fire.
He is gonna shave his beard, acting like he shot you or something.
Oh shit, he is on fire tonight.
He is a talented.
James has been on fire the last few weeks.
He has, and let's not as good as James is. Do not It's like the kicks on the leg in the MMA. Do not undersell Kennedy, man. Kennedy is the second vulture on the carcass. All right, James drops him with the snipe, and then he's the big vulture, and he comes in, and Kennedy is right there with him. He put the second bullet in, and he goes right in. They have a nice 1-2 combo there.
Kennedy is the angry trainer when the ref makes a bad call in an MMA match. You know, when he comes in there and he's ready to fight, that's Kennedy.
You know, when I first got when I had my BB gun, right? I saw a video on like, if you're going to own a BB gun, you should know what it feels like to get shot by the BB gun, so you not to shoot people, stuff like that.
Yeah. So
like, I shot the palm of my hand with my BB gun, kind of like this range right here.
Okay.
Exactly. So I opened up my palm of my hand and I shot my hand. It was like an instant bruise, instant fucking coloring happened. It didn't like take like a couple of hours or anything like that. No, it was fucking instant. Like, and but I like closed my hand and I held the BB in there, and I just held it in there, and I felt the pain, and I just dropped the BB and all that stuff. It didn't break skin or nothing like that. It didn't embed inside. So like, I don't know what kind of gun you were using, but damn, man.
I mean, it was a pump-up rifle.
Oh, those will break windshields. And pump rifles are ridiculous.
I mean, it was a junky little thing, but I mean, it would pack a punch.
Yeah, you shoot someone in the
whoever loaded it probably pumped it up 60 times.
I mean, is there? By the way, Johnny, I think that was the birth of Johnny Thanos that day. That sounded like very much like Johnny Thanos is born. Clink. Is there not a limit to the pump, Mick? I mean, could you theoretically pump it 300 times and like fucking shoot an astronaut, or there's got to be at some point the pump's got to go.
At some point, I think the gasket will blow. You're supposed to pump it 10 times and no more.
Okay.
Oh. If you've well, you probably haven't, but you'll find a BB gun every once in a while. You'll pump the shit out of it, and it never gets harder to pump. Somebody's pumped it too much, and there's a gasket in there that compresses the air, and it'll blow that gasket out of there.
Okay, makes sense.
Or it'll break it. I mean, I don't think it goes anywhere, but I mean, I think it no longer holds the air. It's just like a squirt bottle. I mean, it's kind of like a squirt bottle, concept. You pump it, and the plunger comes out, and more air fills the chamber, and then it's got like a one-way valve. Push it, air goes in, but it can't come out. Well, when you bust that gasket, I mean, it'd, essentially be the same thing as blowing your O-ring. You wouldn't be able to hold anything in there.
Now, by O-ring, do you mean asshole, or do you mean a legit O-ring?
Yeah.
The O-ring, yeah. The O-no-ring.
The O-no-ring. That's what my wife says. Oh, no, makeup boy. No. You stay you don't get the B side of the album. You just stay where the hits are on the A side.
Tampering with my O-ring. Jesus Christ, Billy fucking, God damn you, Billy. Oh, that's been a joke my entire life, and Billy brought it to the beer community. Damn you. Damn you, Billy.
I can't see it. I can't see it in the YouTube chat.
Oh.
Did it not make it in the YouTube chat? I can't see it.
I hope it didn't.
Oh.
I don't see it in the YouTube chat. I don't see it in the YouTube chat.
No, because you can't say things like that. You can't say things like shooter or
Oh, okay.
Thank God. And Billy, I'm just playing with you,
brother.
But
it's funny now that I read it. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that.
I've been called that by just random ass people my entire life. And you know what's funny? I've never watched that movie.
Really?
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
It's very un-American of you.
What's the movie? Rambo?
You'll have to read, because I'm not saying it out loud, because it'll be a running joke forever.
Yeah, I don't want to say it because I don't want to make it.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go into the StreamYard comments. I'll look at it from there.
Here, I'll type it in the private chat.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'll keep that. Yeah, fair enough.
I can't even talk about it. I was thinking I'm gonna switch gears back to the BB guns. I had a gas powered BB gun because where I wanted to say like it's gonna blow it. I had a gas powered BB gun, right? Like with a cylinder on it, or
CO2.
I had a can of green gas, and you put the gun on there, and it would fill it up. but I fired it so much, and I guess like the gas made it so cold that it shattered in my hand. It was like, yeah, that was very cheap.
Did it hurt when it shattered?
No, it just broke into pieces.
Oh, okay. Because they always talk about like if a gun misfires in your hand, like a pistol or a revolver, you could get hurt. So
like an explosion. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
This was like it was like really really cold, and the plastic parts of it just shattered in my hand. I was like, shit. I spent like $80 on that damn thing.
Paintball guns used to do that too.
At a flea market though.
$80 at a flea market. Shit, I would think at $80 you could buy the market. Holy shit! New Jersey, boy, I'll tell you, I've only been in Jersey a few times. New Jersey is the fucking home of the flea market, brother.
Oh my God. I need to go back to see. Can't wait till COVID gets lifted. I need to get some shit.
And it was near Princeton because that's where my brother and sister-in-law live, Johnny. They live in Kendall Park near Princeton. But we went to one that had an outdoor section, but also had this huge fucking like indoor section too, almost like a local market, like a market where you could get produce and pastas and breads and stuff. Only it was all flea shit, right? CDs and shirts, and so they had an outdoor. In California, we call them a swap meet. But in California, everything is outdoors, right? It's all like out the back of your car, or you set up a tent. But the flea market had this interesting indoor-outdoor vibe to it that I'd never seen before since I didn't grow up on the East Coast. It's 72. Oh, I shot her, but I don't know who pumped it 60 times. Fucking James. James is on it.
You know what? Now that we're talking about it, I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to get a new freaking BB gun, and now I'm looking at them, and I'm on Amazon.
Oh shit, Daisy.
And
Daisy was the one they always advertised in the comics, Johnny. Daisy still make them?
No, I'm on Amazon, so it's
look
like
up Crossman.
Well, no, I'm not trying to spend real money, so like I don't want to.
What are you going to spend beard therapy coins? What do you think you're going to get with those?
No, but like, I don't want to spend over $30.
Them Crossmans are cheap.
I wanted the Red Ryder rifle. They had it in Walmart. They had it in Walmart for Christmas. It's like a special. But when I went to my Walmart, that was gone. It was gone, man. The guy was like, "Yeah, we had like 10, and they went out fast." And I was like, "Damn it!"
Oh, where's my thumbs up? I got to find my thumb up in the chat. Thumbs up if Mick should do a live stream in a pink rabbit onesie. I'm thumb up at that one.
That's messed up.
That is messed up, but I'm not going to say anything.
He doesn't wear glasses.
Am I froze?
Yes, you are froze.
What in the hell's going on?
No. You got to drink your Ovaltine.
The audio's all screwed up too. I don't know. We'll go out and come back in.
Yeah.
Shit, James, melt down a few pennies and you got ammo. You just got to have the right calibration of the size, and mix around those kind of machines that could do that shit. He can make the ammo no problem. Literally pennies for ammo.
But so like for an entire bag is like $23, and that's high velocity, glow in the dark. Oh, they're biodegradable too. Look at that.
What? The BBs are biodegradable. I guarantee you, when I was a kid, they weren't. They didn't degrade too well in Mrs. Mick's leg. That must have been the year before the law was passed to make them biodegradable. Mrs. Mick got the last of the blood poisoning BBs.
It's so funny. It's so funny because the thought to get a magnet. It's that kind of thought that like that's a panic kind of thought.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I got a magnet. I'll pull it out. Yeah,
It's such a guy thing, but guys are shortcutters. And I know at that moment, Mick, even if he didn't do it consciously, he subconsciously said, "Fuck, ER trip, X-ray, multiple hours, paying the insurance, magnet." Well, shit, I got a big magnet.
Yeah, I wanted to know. I should have delved into this magnet thing because now that I'm starting to think about it, like, what kind of magnet did you use? Did you run to the fridge and grab like the thing that's holding up your calendar, or do you have like a real like
He had one of those cartoon white and red ones like a U. He had one of those big ass ones. Mick, where'd you go?
And those are real magnets, but like they're not strong enough to yank something out of the body. You need like a legit, like strong ass magnet. And even if you do that, if you do it in the wrong position, it's gonna rip out of her body. Like it's gonna tear her skin.
See, that's
Like-
the extra layer, Johnny. What if he had been successful? What if he gets the magnet? What's going to happen? It's literally going to rip her from the inside out. Like she's going to be happy now that happened.
Oh, good. I feel so much better now. No. But it's like,
Oh shit!
I've had a few of those panic thoughts. Some have saved me, and some have just like were not good ideas. Yeah, like one time I set my hand on fire, and in a panic, I just put my finger in my mouth and put the fire out.
Oh,
Like, that was a good panic move.
I'm sure I've got them too, Johnny. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But here's the thing: when you're a dad and you have older kids, you can get away with a little more if you have younger kids like your kids' age. But if you have older kids that are a little more cognizant and knows how the world works, you've got to have some degree of cool in there because you can't, as dad, you cannot panic for whatever reason. And this may be sexist, but this is the way I view it. If mom goes, bah! It's accepted. But if dad goes, bah! Then everyone goes, bah! You know what I mean? So dad can be like urgent and like, okay, we've got to do it. But if the dad flips the shit out, things go wrong. So you've got to be like, yes, kids, I'll sprinkle some sand on it or whatever the fuck to knock out the fire.
Yeah.
You can't be panicking if you're dad.
No, you can't panic. You can't. Because then they start to. I stepped on glass today, right? So this just happened like, I don't know, maybe an hour or two ago. I stepped on glass. It was a tiny little piece. I don't even know from where. But it was in my foot.
Yeah.
And the iPhone Pro Max has such a good camera, right? That I was able to zoom in on my foot, right? And it in super high definition clarity, see this piece of glass. I mean, this shit was it was zoomed in, magnified. Like, so I'm like, oh, this is great. I said, I can see this glass and I can get this piece of glass out. So I tell my son, I said, come here, hold the camera. So he's holding the camera and he's doing a great job, right? And he's like, what happened? And he's, my son is 6 years old, by the way.
Right.
He's 27. He said, what happened? I said, I'm setting a piece of glass. I have these cuticle cutters. That's the only thing I could think of to get. I didn't have tweezers. I couldn't find tweezers. So I use these cuticle cutters, which are extra sharp. I don't know if you know what cuticle cutters are.
I do know what they are, yes.
A pincer kind of tool, and
Exactly.
at the end they're super fucking
They
sharp.
almost look like a baby wire cutter.
Yeah, exactly, like a baby wire cutter. So I'm digging into my foot, and he's like, "That doesn't hurt." I said, "No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt." And then I went, ah! Like that. He threw my phone on the floor and ran out. And I was like, "Damn it! I still needed him to hold the camera because." But I got the piece of glass out of my foot.
Oh.
I don't know what my wife did with the tweezers, James. I was like looking over. I was walking around my floor like I had a high heel shoe on because I didn't want to step on the glass to make it go further into my foot. Looking for the freaking tweezers. I don't know what she did with them. But yeah, it was time.
I'm not gonna get myself any more trouble. But Mick fucking, he's gone. I don't know if he's gone, but he's just not. He had to
What
have
happened is his wife cut off the internet, and as soon as he got up, she clotheslined his ass. And he's knocked out right now on the floor right there.
I got to tell you now. Let's do a little analysis of this. That seems like one of those things in the marriage that you're like, okay, I fucked up, and we're all over it. Mrs. Mick is still probably a little upset about it, and I bet Mick did not want to hear about that tonight. But he owned up and he took it like a man. Because you go back and when she put that thing in the chat, he's like, oh, like he was like, oh, damn, now this is out there. I love it. I love this show, Johnny. Weird shit happens at weird times. Holy shit! It's 11:04. I didn't even know that we were going that way.
We went a little later today.
Time flies when you're having fun, eh?
I had to fight myself not to spend more money on beer products. Yo, shit. I did today. I broke and I bought that tincture only because I'm gonna start reviewing products. But like, yeah, I cannot spend any more money, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
The money's not even funny. I think I told you 100, but then when the full tally, it was like 150 that I spent in one day like that, like quick like that.
You told me a little higher than that, Johnny.
No, I corrected myself. I thought it was.
Oh,
higher.
Okay.
But then the final tally, I was like, oh shit. So I told my wife, I was like, I spent a little money on beard stuff. She's like, all right, how much? And I was like, all right. She's like, okay. I was like, all right.
You got to make the decision. Do you undersell it or not? The Fable Tincture, JG?
Yeah, what the Fable Tincture. Only because, like, that's a good way to transition my channel in from beard care to reviewing CBD products.
Yeah.
And, I want to, any beer company that comes out with some CBD stuff, I like to support. So, because I've been using CBD for so long, and like it's just nice to see it coming through from other people that and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be nice.
More expensive beer products though than you're used to spending your money on.
Yeah. That Buddy did have 30% off too, which was another reason.
Oh, okay.
I think it's still going on 30% off on that CBD. So it came out to a comparable cost when you price CBD oil.
There you go.
For 1 ounce. So the 30% off for the milligrams that he has, the final price of that was like just right for me to buy it. So
yeah. Johnny, did you get your Magic City yet? Oh, I didn't know you ordered from Magic City.
I think he's being funny because he knows it has ostrich oil on it. Maybe.
Oh.
I won't use it in Magic City.
Yeah.
He has ostrich oil in it.
Yeah. Yeah, we already did this over a year ago with emu oil with Brocass.
I only said like one sentence, and it turned into this huge thing.
I know. It was amazing. And I didn't fan the flames on that or anything. But that was good. To
this day, it's still a thing.
Yeah.
To this day, people still talk about it. Oh my god.
Wait, never kicking a damn bird. You order Aztec, not Magic City. My bad. Yeah. Well, that's because Magic City had the variant. She said Magic City made the ostrich and the non-ostrich oil, so Johnny could order those.
Aztec made the non-ostrich. They have the ostrich and they have their premium blend. So I was like, let me not pull another Black Rebel. Like I was holding on for getting Black Rebel because he had the two formulas, So I was like, you know what? This time I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna jump on Aztec just in case down the line he decides to go full ostrich, only, and then I miss out on really good scents and a good beard product, I held off too much on Black Rebel. He made the switch all the way to emu oil, and I was like, can't do it, But yeah.
Eric, to answer your question, I'm going to try and use some of the residual energy that still is in me, thanks to housing the shaman, and I'm going to try and go for like 30 or 40 minutes, work up a good sweat, and just let it drip onto her face as I'm, doing my husbandly duty. That's the answer to your question, sir. Ripkin, you rat bastard.
Damn.
Just understand something, Ripkin. The wife never says no. I still wear the pants, even if they're short-legged, because she can give me the Medusa glare, but I'm still here, ain't I? And I'm still wearing this crazy-ass shit. Holy shit, it's the 45-year-old guy that's 10 years younger. What's up, Mick? Are you okay? Is everything good?
Yeah, something crashed.
Okay. That happens to my computer every now and then. Like, I have which I have to work out. It has to do with the graphics card. It's the not the firmware. Is it the firmware?
Oh, it's the firmware, Johnny.
No, it's the driver. I have a driver issue with my graphics card because it got updated. And now it's like not compatible with Windows 10 or something like that, and I have to fight it every time. I have to make it compatible.
Well, I think this was my phone. I just did that. Okay, so Apple had a big security breach. They put out an update that they're urging everybody to download immediately.
Did you upload it? Did you do it? I did it last night.
Yes. I did it just like right before the stream. And so I had to reset I did a hard reset on my phone. And when it come back on, everything was fixed. What happened was my camera, because I used that Epoch Cam app.
Oh yeah,
you have that. So
yeah.
So I was using that as my phone as my webcam, and it just locked up. And then I was like, well, what in the world's wrong? So I pulled my phone down, and it was the screen was locked. Like the app just quit working, and it timed out and locked the phone up, and I couldn't get it to work. I even switched out, because I use the cable instead of the Wi-Fi feature on it. And I couldn't get it to work even with a new cable. So, but when I did the hard reset, you can do a hard reset on an iPhone. It's not like a wipe your phone and re-download everything. It's a volume up twice, volume down twice, and then hold the power button, and that's a hard reset.
Oh.
I couldn't get my phone to come back on one night. It was an iPhone 10. And I stole my wife's phone while she was asleep and looked up the problem. And it said do a hard reset. And it was up, down, down, and hold that power button. You got to hold it for like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it'll do a couple of things and it'll reset everything. And that worked. I mean, it fixed it.
Mick, in the arthritic heirs household, a hard reset is when I'm behind my wife and my knee locks up and we got to go back to missionary. That's what we call a hard reset here. And trust me, she doesn't like it. She doesn't want this big old thing flopping on her. As I think I've said before, it's like a walrus drilling a seagull. This is no fun for her to have me like.
So, all right. I just thought this now. I thought of this now. I don't know what happens if tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Like later tonight,
yeah.
you try and clean that makeup off, and then tomorrow you gotta do class. You gotta go to your Zoom class.
Yeah.
You'll do it with the makeup on.
Oh no, I'm gonna wash it off tonight. Although I do it with the makeup on. But the problem is I have like 3 or 4 students in class, and then I have 15 online.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure that this is gone. But
have you seen the TikTok when the lady's trying to take the makeup off her hands, right? And she's like, "It's not coming off. It's not coming off." And then they pan over to a woman who has her entire face painted in that same makeup, and she just the dread is over her face, and she's like, because it's not coming off. The lady's like, it's not coming off. She's washing in the sink. It's not. Oh my God,
that's a great. Well, Bella is my expert. She has palettes of makeup and does all these girly things. I'm like, this is just going to come off with the water in the shower, right? Well, water and soap. She's like, oh yeah. Now she could have been busting my balls at that point, but we're going to give it a shot. We'll see.
It's kind of runny now. Like if you just like swipe the top of your head, you probably will be able to take that blue off the very top right there. With it.
Let's see. I'll go to
the other side. The center.
Center. Oh yeah, I smeared it. Oh, I don't see it on my finger.
Well, it's ran down too, down through your beard, so I think it'll come off.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah, it's good. It's just like
I was worried about that. I never paint my face ever. Even when I was a little kid, I never let anybody paint my face. I'll put the wax on and rip hairs and skin cells off my face, but I'll never paint my face because I'm always worried about that paint not being able to come off.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I'm with you. It's the love I have for our audience, Johnny. I don't give a damn. I'll deal with the repercussions later. I might be sleeping on the couch tonight. One never knows.
Yeah. It's funny. I just bought new couches.
Oh, so you would want to sleep on the couch?
So I said, I didn't see what couch was purchased. My wife was just like, "I'm buying new couches." I'm like, "Okay," and I was like, and it hit me today. I was like, "This was 2 days ago," and I'm like, "Wait, what did you buy? You didn't show me what you bought, so I have no idea what's coming."
Oh, so it's gonna be a surprise.
It's probably extra small, so I can't. So I won't. So I'll be uncomfortable sleeping on the couch. Because I bought the couch I have now with the mindset of I'm gonna have to sleep on that couch one day.
Yeah.
So I very big sectional, and it's got the extra long part at the end that looks like a little bed,
Yeah.
so it's very comfy. Right now I can go upstairs, I can sleep all night on. But these new sofas that come in, I don't know if she took that into consideration.
Yeah, that's true. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Hey, look, here's my situation. I did not put a fucking projectile into my wife's leg and give her blood poisoning. And if I'm not mistaken, McMahon said he didn't have the problem of the wife, not helping a brother out after married life. So Mick's living the fucking life of Riley. I'm getting glared at for having red, white, and blue gook on my face. But the next time my dick touches anything that's not my hand, it's going to be like, I don't know, the things will be sprouting on trees at that point, right? Yeah, I can already tell. The winter just got a little colder after tonight. For sure.
You need to hear the birds chirping again. So now that you're back here, because I had the question, you were gone. What kind of magnet did you grab?
Yeah, we were having this big talk, Mick, about this.
I had all these thoughts in my head as soon as you left. I was like, what kind of
the magnet for your wife's leg?
Probably. Should I get it?
Was it a cartoon U magnet that's white and red?
You know what? No, but I have one of them. Believe it or not.
No,
I actually own one of them.
Yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know what it was forever. I found it in this house when we moved in here, and here a while back I had it, and I was using it as a weight to throw rope over trees while we were cutting them down.
Yeah,
so we could pull it, and I set it down by like a screw or something, and that screw was like zip. And I was like, no way. There's two of them. There's a U and then there's a V. There was two of them sitting there. Shit. And I started sticking them to something, and they're really weak. They're probably 60 or 70 years old. My house was built in like 1940. And so they've probably been here because I think I dug them out in my shop. I think I dug them out of the dirt. I found all kinds of tools buried under the dirt. I don't know how or why they were ever put there, but I found toolboxes.
You just unearthed murder weapons. So
right. I mean, it had to have been machetes. I found like 6 machetes here.
That's a Johnny Grimm staple right there.
And then roofing hammers that's got the hatchet on them. I found all kinds of them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All kinds of weird stuff here.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm afraid to like dig a hole anywhere, kind of. I mean, and I'll tell you how I found all that stuff. I have that, them magnets that roofers use to pick up all the nails. They're on wheels and they're really wide. I have one of them.
Oh.
And I run that through there. I just got done rolling my driveway because we kept getting nails in our tires out of the driveway. Yeah. And I run that in the driveway. I was like, well, I'll just push it back into the shop. I'm not going to carry it. And I went through the shop. One of our shops has a dirt floor. And I heard ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what in the fuck? And I thought it was going to be nails. Hell no, it was sockets. For socket, I found all kinds of tools. And surprisingly enough, I put them in a bucket of oil for like 2 months and got all the rust off most of them.
Nice.
So it's like they did some construction somewhere on your land and then just left all the shit out.
And just left it all out. Yep.
Or there used to be like a shed or something there that maybe got destroyed, and
Or you live on the grounds of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and previous owner was, Jesus.
Oh my God! Look what Bobby said. Ooh.
I found a damn an urn in one of the attic door. I was skeptical even touching it. The person died in 14. I found a damn urn in one of the attic door. What is an urn? What is an ERN? What is an urn?
Ashes. Person's ashes.
Okay. Yep. In one of the attic door openings? God damn.
No way.
What do you call for that?
That's another Captain Spaulding reference.
Like, who do you even call for that? Jesus.
Not me. Anybody but me.
See, when I hear shit like that, Johnny, it just makes me like so pissed off that we never went on the ghost hunt. This is that kind of shit, God damn it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
As soon as I get my shots, I'll be able to go anywhere. So,
Congrats on no giveaways. Much better that way. What you mean, Rob? We never have giveaways unless something weird happens.
Unless someone wants to do one, we don't do one.
Yeah. You know that. You've been watching the show for almost 2 years. Been working and then dinner. Oh, yeah, Metal. You got to go back to a while ago. There's a whole reason I look the way I do.
You know what? He might be talking to me on that one.
Congrats.
Because I announced a giveaway on my video today. He might be talking to me on that one. Yeah, I announced a giveaway on the video I dropped today. I mean, just to, I just want to get some people to try Captain Stash soap because, I mean, I find it to be incredibly good.
Yeah, I'm actually, after I do this, I'm going to go take a shower and use that soap. It's good soap. It's really
good soap, isn't it?
Yeah.
That, the teakwood one. That's the one I'm using right now.
I just got that in the mail today.
Stuff, man. Oof. I haven't been I haven't really been into a brand spanking new company in a while. Like this is like for me, this is kind of like nice that I found like another company, another potential staple company because like the products are great, the owner's great. It's like I have a few companies that are like staple companies. If let's say YouTube is, and as long as I still have this beard, these are the companies that I will buy from. And like the Captain Stash is creeping up there. It's creeping up to that caliber.
Good shit.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah,
man. Honestly, they're up there for me. But I've had it a little bit longer than you have, so I have a feeling it'll get there though.
Right.
Casey responded with those ashes. Casey, I don't know if you know about this, but in the place I'm thinking of is Czechoslovakia. Well, it used to be Czechoslovakia. Now it's the Czech Republic. They have these things called ossuaries. There's one built in France near Verdun where the huge battle of World War I. And ossuary literally means bone house, right? There is this Catholic church in the Czech Republic where they wanted to bury people, but all the ground had been used. So what they did to keep the remains on consecrated ground is they dug everyone up and they started using the bones of these people as decorations inside their church. So now you have these huge hanging chandeliers made of like femurs and skulls. And you have all of these former people that had died like in the 1400s and the 1500s, all as decorations in this church, because of course the church makes money when it can, have a burial performed there. So the church tried to kind of say, okay, what do we do with all these old people? Let's keep them here so they can still be, in this house of God on consecrated land, but also keep earning money by burying these newer deaths. And it's wild how in Europe, some of these older churches exist. Johnny, if you pulled up Czech Republic ossuary, you'd be blown away. And that's OSSUARY. You'd be blown away at some of these pictures. Like this is an actual functioning, still going today, worshiping church with freaking bone chandeliers.
That's weird.
It blows me away. But I don't want to get his name wrong. Bad and Beard Casey said he gave the ashes to a church.
Rob, I'm supposed to come alive. I'm gonna be pissed. I would be mad too. I would. I'd haunt that. I'd haunt that place forever until my bones were put back into the ground.
They had this problem in Japan in the 80s or 90s because golf was becoming such a big sport there, and it's Japan, so you're on islands, so you have limited land. They couldn't build new golf courses, and so they come up with a bright idea with, what about all these churches and, where people are buried, So they actually had this conflict of turning like church cemeteries, or I don't know what you would call like Buddhist burial interment places, but they actually had to make these decisions about like disinterring the remains of people so a fucking golf course wouldn't have been built. Now, that's crazy. At least the people in Czechoslovakia tried to keep it legit, to some degree.
All right. Well, it's almost 11:30 and I am tired. So we're gonna cut it.
Sure thing. Sure
Sign off
thing.
for tonight because we have another live tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right. We do.
Yeah, we gotta rest up because we're on again tomorrow night on Bearded Life's channel, and I believe his live starts at 9. Correct?
Yeah.
And he's doing
Meet your maker.
Meet Your Maker. That's what it.
I don't know what we make, but
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Damn
Yeah,
it.
we're on Meet Your Maker tomorrow night. With Joe, and yeah, it starts at 9 on his channel. So there you go.
So if you didn't get enough of us tonight, well, you won't get the Dirty 930 Shaman.
No.
You'll get my dumb ass on there with Johnny tomorrow.
A lot better now. So like tomorrow night, I'll probably be a little bit more wiry, because I was kind of feeling all jacked up the whole fucking time. My God, my head like right here hurts. I gotta pop some Advil, get a good night's rest, and I probably will be a little better tomorrow. Like, damn. Can't believe I did that to myself. I can stop doing that shit, man. It's
All
funny.
right. Go ahead, John. I was just going to say Eric Kennedy gets his coin because he's still going back to a few weeks ago when I talked a lot with Ruddy Man. So, Eric, you can DM Johnny Grooms. That's the last coin you're getting off of that. You're a vampire bat. You've sucked the corpse dry on that one, brother.
No, it's funny because Vato found the video where my wife was waxing my face.
That's a great video.
Yeah, he's like, he found it, and I said, "See, I've been hurting myself for a while now. Like it just."
The particular glee Mrs. Grooms takes in waxing Johnny, though, is something to behold. Yeah. That's the great part.
And that's why I love that video because like she's genuinely like smiling, like she's genuinely happy to do that, you know. And it's just something about like, you know, providing that that level of not entertainment, but you get that feeling, like you can feel her happiness. You can feel like, and like you can see where like I'm flinching because I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna pull it or not, you know. Like, and it was a really good like time. That was like a good organic like experience there. And that's what I love to be able to provide. But I have a hard time doing that by myself, you know.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm telling you, if I did videos with her, you know, the videos would be because she's a character. My wife is like, you know, she does all these things, she weightlifts and all that stuff, but she's silly. She's a character, and you know, we would be able to make some great videos, but she just doesn't want to be on camera.
Last comment on the night, since Johnny brought it up, is now understand that Johnny Grooms' wife has not made too many video appearances, but she has made some. She had more pleasure out of plucking things off of Johnny's face. Now, remember, she's the vegan. She's the one that said that Johnny became vegan for, you know, for however that worked. Johnny was not a vegan. When Burger King released the Impossible Whopper or whatever, right? So this is groundbreaking, right? This fucking vegetable thing that tastes like a Whopper doesn't compare. She's not 1/10 as happy getting this new thing because they released a video, Johnny and his wife getting the new Whopper, and they're together. 1/10 as happy as when she's plucking shit out of Johnny. Yeah. It's beautiful to see.
And I want to do more. I wanted her to do the nose pulling. I wanted her to do the ear pulling. You know, I don't know.
Having that second person is. I mean, there's two of us that do this show. It'd be a lot different if it were one of us. You know, it's just it's a magic combo. I mean, Mick and Ryan, same sort of thing. You know,
like me and my wife, we like bounce off each other. You know, when we were talking, like this morning, we were cracking up because she's got some weird bones in her feet, right? And I was looking at, I'm laying in bed on my phone, and she was sitting in a way where her foot was like in my eye view. It was my peripheral. So I'm looking at her ankles, and I'm like, "What's wrong with your feet?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You got something wrong with your feet." And she's like, "No, I don't." And I'm like, "Yeah, you do." I said, "You have extra bones in your feet." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Look." And I'm pointing at the foot, and I'm touching it, and I'm like, "Right here, right there, I don't have that." I said, "How come I don't have that and you have that?"
You have it.
Yes. She goes, "Yes, you do." And I was like, "No, I don't." And I pulled up my foot, and I put my foot next to her foot, and I compared where the bones are in her foot and in my foot. So she went to go get I don't know if it was an MRI or X-ray or something like that today, and she's like, I have extra bones in my feet. I'm like, I fucking told you so. Like,
Shit. What'd she do? Step on when she was little or something?
there's a name for it. It's called I can't even pronounce it. It's a thing, but it's in her ankles, and like I noticed it, and then she's like, they're navicular.
Navicular?
Yeah, navicular bones in her ankle. And that's just, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. So I told you so, because I can feel it. You look at it and you can see it. It's like having an extra ankle bone. You know, the little ball that's on your ankle, right? Look at your ankle. There's a little ball. It's like a ball. It looks like a ball bone.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. She has another one on the bottom, like underneath that, like towards the arch.
That kind of sounds like that would get painful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the kind of shit that'll get a wife shot. Just saying.
Try not to shoot her in that bone when you buy your new BB gun.
No, I'm not going to shoot her.
And on that, ladies and gentlemen, although the ladies have long since left, thank you very much for stopping by tonight. Hope you had a great time. I know we did. Mick, thank you. I always love hanging out with you, brother.
Hey, thank y'all for having me. And look what Eric Kennedy said.
Oh, fucking Eric Kennedy, that rap bastard. What did he say? Hey, Mrs. Mick get some of that. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Two quick announcements. As Johnny said, we're on Thursday, by the way. United Beards of America just released this week with New Jersey with Johnny Grooms as the co-host. If you need more of us, and who knows why you would. All right, I'm good.
All right. Good night, y'all.